we go. Welcome. It's the Jeekly 78. I was introducing these players before the match started. It's Hopeful Romantic versus It Is Today. Slayer, Nago. We got two vampires on the screen. We're going to see who comes out on top. And I'm joined with Medikit. How you feeling, my man?
I'm feeling great, much like Hopeful Romantic's feeling great after that amazing backdash, dealing with that 6k, so now we're just dealing with a lot of that Nago stagger. Ends up having to spend that burst. But, I mean, honestly, I think we're kind of chilling. We got that high blood, so we can theoretically just, you know, life totals are still just even.
I do want to shout out, yeah, so Chrome Dollar was actually saying it in the chat, but shouts to these players. They were reminding me in the chat as well. These players both just fought in Backpack Brawl, I believe. Shouts to Backpack and the Backpack Brawl. Hosted by, Weekly Beginner Brackets. Weekly Guilty Gear Strive Brackets as well. I'm going to put a link up on the screen for y'all. But they just played in another bracket. I didn't catch the results, but this is going to be a run back either way. The Slayer's looking pretty good, but a really good backdash here from Hopeful.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of really good backdashes from Hopeful, namely before, as I said, that 6k. But, I mean, I feel like we're just not getting as much reward out of a lot of those really high impact options. Like, again, a lot of that backdash on that 6k forcing an option. But just not finding what we're looking for. We do that 100 tension, but that 5p is going to close that out. It is today. We're winning today, I guess.
It is today. It is right now. It's this game that this Slayer is coming out on top. Hopeful was in a weird spot there at the end, right? Because, of course, you had the burst, right? But at that low HP, like, literally anything's going to kill you. I think 5p killed you there. I think 2p could have killed you there, too. So it was just a weird spot for burst. Of course, you have White Wild Assault as well. But we're going to see if we're going to get some opportunities to use those in these later games here. We got two vampires, man. This is definitely a good way to start off. If you were cold, you're warming up now. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be warm to be hitting these, you know, good old back dashes, as we're seeing some, trying to stagger it out. But again, Nago damage, we're at that high blood, burst out at that high blood yet again, just so we can't really just spam a lot of those specials.
Oh, wow, nice back throw there from Hopeful. Didn't want to hold too much of that dandy step pressure, at least any longer. We got some good space, 5 H's, trying to get some of that blood back. Still pretty high, though. I love how we're checking with that 5p, but some well-spaced Slayer attacks here from It Is Today coming out on top. I love that RC to keep your pressure going. Hopeful, feeling good, spends that burst.
We're feeling pretty hopeful with that burst. Put on the cape, you are a hero, as you're going to fly away to the next round here. Got no burst, again, due to that hero burst. So, I mean, It Is Today just trying to clean up.
That was bars, by the way, Medikit. That was bars. Not enough time has passed for you to clip that. That goes in the commentary reel. You hear me? Hopeful with the... Oh, my God! That backdash BRC! Oh! Oh, God! Hopeful saying, hold on. Hold on. That was crazy. I can't remember the last time I saw Nago do backdash BRC as mixed, bro. Nice stuff. Hopeful looking pretty good this round, too.
Yeah, trying to even up, it was looking really good for It Is Today, but I mean, again, it's just a couple of those interactions, a couple of those hits that can really define a game, define, you know, a comeback kind of starting up. But, I mean, this K-Dandy, K-Mappa, going to be potentially the deciding factor here as we're able to get that hard knockdown off it. We do have that 100 tension, so we can send the reversal and then just RC, but decides to just backdash and ends up eating the counter hit for it.
Oh, whoa, that was mixed. Unfortunately, a little too late on the RC. Hopeful, maybe, like a pause in the decision making, or maybe it was like waiting for a certain instance in that throw. Just a little late on the RC, maybe, or maybe we want the PRC. We're going for something specific. Point is that blood popping put you in a bad spot. It Is Today was able to take you out. I didn't catch it in the replay, but earlier in that same round, It Is Today had like a full screen, like dandy step, Mappa hunch after. I don't know the exact sequence, but it like that catching Hopeful Romantic off as well. It Is Today is being really quick about these options, coming full screen with this Slayer, bro.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of those, kind of that trickier movement that's been really working out well for It Is Today. I mean, notably, again, that K-Mappa from the previous round that was, I think, kind of the deciding factor. We're seeing, again, just with these well-placed Mappas is able to let us get into this corner position here. It's so somehow, I was going to be like, hold on, why'd that throw whiff?
Nice gold burst here. Going to be able to fight out against It Is Today. One more interaction will take it. It's going to be that backdash BRC again. Had 100 tension. So the red RC confirms the round for Hopeful here. Great stuff. I love seeing that.
That marks the second time I've ever seen Nago do backdash BRC, and they're both in the same game.
Way to bring that one around. Nice stuff. Hopeful looking good here. Breaking up all that 2H. Great damage. Itistoday still not out of it. Only halfway towards that red RC. Just needs to build up a little bit of tension here. We're going to spend that burst to get some distance.
Yeah, Itistoday fighting, trying to just get to a set point position. I mean, yeah, spending that burst that RC very wisely, just trying to keep it safe, but unfortunately not able to keep it safe just yet. And there it is. There's Hopeful Romantic clawing back a game from really a rough position, at least starting off of the set. You know, we have the dream, the brooms are in the closet, I can go get them. So we can see potentially a reverse sweep on this Nagoriyuki, but I mean, I was wondering actually previously in the set, if we were going to see the Goldlewis come out. Maybe we're just trying to stick with the Naga.
We'll see, man. I like having Hopeful up on the stream. If I'm not mistaken, Hopeful was my bracket runner at Evo 24. They were one of the volunteer bracket runners and actually ran my pool bracket at Evo 24. So Hopeful's like my good luck charm. Hopefully I can do the same for them. I mean, they were able to get that last game here. Itistoday going to be sent through the wall here. Not in a terrible spot, but pretty low health here against this Nago.
Yeah, that 6P is going to be what does it. Going to be taking another round, clawing back the set. I mean, we had spent it, I believe it was either on that burst or Waddle here, regardless. Have about 50 burst on this today. Ended up spending a bit on the side of Hopeful Romantic on a little bit of a wild assault. We're going to see if that is potentially a mistake. But, I mean, we're building it back ever so slowly. We should get it back soon enough.
Ooh, okay. Itistoday picking up quite a few options here, right? Was willing to go for the full charge dust, but then also was using the RC after the guarantee to keep it safe to get that hit. Romantic looking good here. Hopeful going to send you through. Unfortunately, couldn't get that link 6H, but I love that. We just were patient, waited it out, tried to line up that next hit, didn't fully commit to that burst bait, so we have to spend our own here. Now we're down to the last hit. It's going to be that full screen 5H. Good stuff. Hopeful Romantic going to bring us to game 5.
Yeah, we're starting to get used to like a lot of that K-Mappa timing that it is today's kind of representing. We see like a little bit of that walk up, at least in instant replay here after this burst. See a little bit of that walk up, a little couple dashes, and then just sends it. Which, you know, once you're in that range, Romantic kind of getting used to it.
I'm scrolling up in the chat, guys. Chrome was saying this. Now hold Chrome to this. I don't know. I'm just taking Chrome's word for it. Hopeful won their against Itistoday in Backpack Brawl 3-2. So this is a game 10 long set for them if you want to think about it that way. Hopeful Romantic looking pretty good here, about to try to sweep it up. Itistoday going to see if we can't get this set under our belt on the Slayer.
Yeah, and the fun thing about it being, like, as you said, a game 10 long set is we'll potentially already see adaptations from the previous tournament. So you maybe already be operating on a layer deeper.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, you know, I mean, that was from game 1. If you really think about it, you could probably go back and look at this set and just like really have that information in your head that these people just played. And you can probably see some interesting things. That's a weird smear frame of Slayer. My man was like actually broken back, looking all the way at us. That was crazy. Hopeful right here. Got the Slayer in the corner.
Yeah, we have that 50 attention to play with, trying to build up a little bit of that blood so we can start nuking people. It's going to be, unfortunately, not going to find it just yet, but nice jump on that Master's Hammer where he's still trying to find a way, and that's going to be a last horizon. Tying up the game count between these two. It is now, I believe, 5-5. You know, again, we're holding Chrome to this. You know, we're going to see the Arashi lock in here as we start our next set. The Kaneda on the left fighting against Arashi Miruku on the Kai on the right.
Yeah, Arashi.
The David colors on the set.
Sorry about that. Arashi Miruku, I wanted to shout out. First off, I don't know if he was cool with me. Here, let me look at the message. Hold on. He's cool with me saying this. Today is actually Arashi's birthday. Yeah, so guys, happy birthday, Arashi. Everyone in the chat, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arashi Miruku. Happy birthday to you. Kaneda, come on, man. Kaneda, go easy. Come on.
It's Arashi's birthday. Come on now.
All right, guys. So happy birthday, Arashi. Arashi, previous graduate of the Jeekly Academy. Awesome stuff coming out here on the Kai. Graduating from that academy, coming out to the open brackets, fighting it out against the big dogs. Of course, you guys know Kaneda out here. Ontario's best. Is it Ontario or is it Toronto? One of those up north places.
I think Just Mids is in Ontario.
There you go. Just Mids. Shout out to wherever Just Mids is. Kaneda's there.
You know, it's like home is where the heart is. Wherever Just Mids is, Kaneda is there.
There you go. Okay, no stamina here, but that hard knockdown's not going to be great. Arashi with 100 meters. Okay. Probably didn't expect that wake up 6S, maybe going for a DP input, possibly. Kaneda blocking out, respecting it though, right?
Yeah, we're just kind of, something I noticed, at least looking at this replay here, post wall break, I believe what you're going to notice is Kaneda just kind of chilling a bit, playing very respectful, and then just kind of do a little bit of that whiff punish with that run up throw after that 6H.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing about... Oh, wait, real quick, by the way, Jeekins. Real quick, Jeekins. Thank you very much for that sub, homie. I missed you earlier, homie. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Group Jeekly session. Okay, who's in the middle? Wait, I just caught what you said. All right. I only read that out loud because you subbed. I won't read that out loud. I don't read stuff like that out loud. Anyways, game 2 out here. Kaneda spending that burst. Getting counter hit here in the corner. Arashi with a good start, but we're sneaking under that stun edge.
Sneaking under the stun edge and able to find a nice 6P, force Arashi Miruku just back into the corner, back to the wall, trying to fight our way out. Kaneda allowing us some space, giving us enough room to make mistakes, and we're able to find, you know, a nice little force here, bit here, forcing Arashi to spend that burst. We have a little bit of that tension, so we can kind of be tricky if we need to, especially with this 100 tension. But choosing not to RTL, you actually saw Kaneda waiting for it.
Kaneda here getting that round. We're going back and forth there for a moment. Keeping some of that stamina in your back pocket. That trade hit benefiting Kaneda because our feet were grounded, but Arashi trying to fight out of this corner. Unfortunately getting low crushed a bit there with that hoof stomp on your 2P. So you're sent through. Kaneda using that hard knockdown, but I love that. Arashi.
Oh, that IB on that dire claw, gonna let Kaneda just get a nice little route here, trying to L-con under that stun edge yet again, but unfortunately not gonna find it. Okay, we get that IB yet again. We're able to PRC the dire clap, but not quick enough as Kaneda's able to RTL and break the wall here, gonna be able to just get a quick little kill, move up 2-0, but I mean, Jeek, we've seen similar situations before, again, just last set.
Awesome. So, I mean, unfortunately, I didn't get to catch much of it there in the replay, but Arashi getting some chance of running that pressure, right? Goes for the Fudra art. I mean, not the Fudra art. Excuse me. The dire class. Excuse me. I don't know my Kai buttons out here. And Kaneda was ready with that IBFD, getting that punish after. Arashi recognizing that, knowing that's the counterplay, went for the PRC on reaction to keep himself safe, and possibly could have DP'd there. You saw that Kaneda was starting up the 2K. Unfortunately, couldn't get that hit. Kaneda coming out here on top so far in this set. Nice 6P counter hit. The push this Arashi back. I love that we're fighting out with the DP to get out of this corner.
Yeah, it's trying to fight our way out, but again, Kaneda's giving us that space to make mistakes, and it ends up paying off for Kaneda. So we get that nice clean hit Tyrant Barrel, send us through the wall yet again. Jeek, we do have 2 stamina, which, you know, perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable. Not as good as 3, of course, but should be enough to close things out, especially if we get a nice 2K 2D like so, and we can spend that 100 meter, or not even.
Strong stuff here, man. Kaneda having that burst is going to be in a great spot as well. Arashi trying to check back with these jump normals, but an amazing 5P check there. A good jab from Kaneda is going to take it to the corner.
Yeah, decides to spend that stamina just to secure the wall break. That positive bonus is going to be pivotal to getting all of that tension to potentially close out this set. But depending on, was it worth maybe the stamina, because we did spend that other stamina bar. We had to wait for it to come back, and I mean, Sin with the 1 stamina just might not be as good as he wanted.
Going for that
okay,
reversal. Ooh! Like father, like son.
Yeah, decides not to go for the 100-meter super. So we're just going to try to force it out after this. Arashi Miruku gets a nice 2K2D. We have a chance, tries to find potentially a reversal point, as we saw a little bit of stagger, a little bit of just waiting there, but unfortunately not going to find it, and that's going to be Kaneda. All right, everybody, we are into our third match of the night. We got McSmitty on the Axel fighting Roiyariti, repping that YoKai tag on that Faust. Actually, I don't see this matchup too often, so I'm very excited for how it's going to play out. I mean, we're already spending that wild assault, just trying to force our way in. McSmitty, a little too eager on that backdash, ends up getting caught by the wild assault. But I mean, we're a-okay just for fighting Roiyariti back. But there you go, Jeek. There's that Scarecrow PRC, the neutral tool of the gods.
Oh my gosh. It definitely is. You know what else is a neutral tool is that forward crawl. I think going under 6K there from McSmitty. That was crazy. Big shouts to both these players. Awesome stuff supporting the Jeekly and also hanging out with them in the scene, seeing them in the offlines and stuff. These are some grinders out here, very strong in their respective characters. Roy looking good. Going to be able to send this action to the wall with that super hard knockdown. But McSmitty waking up on this other side will have that 50 tension. He's got to see if we can't get up out of this Faust pressure first.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we're going to spend it, because honestly, if we do go for that 50 tension spend, you know, maybe on like a super or something, it ends up just Axel gets punched so hard, especially Axel anyway, for messing it up, you know, just get by that charged dust.
McSmitty having that burst, maybe went for a anti-air, but a little late. Roy was still able to get that counter hit, showing you an anti-air back on of his own, that is, excuse me. Burst being spent on each side. Oh, wow, dude, 5P as like an anti-air to thrust. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's actually a really sick option that, again, I hadn't seen before, just because you do not see this matchup very often. Axel and Faust kind of feel like two, you know, not as represented characters, so you definitely won't see them fight as often. But I mean, it's interesting. Again, you were talking about crawling under 6K. Definitely interesting to see how a lot of Faust's kind of other mechanics, but a wackiness kind of interacts with just the standard zoner here.
McSmitty there, trying to see if we can't get a counter hit on Roy. We were really fishing for it. Roy was not giving it to us. At the very end, was able to finish it off and secure it with that bomber. We're going to the last round. Roy does have that burst advantage, but we've got to see how that manifests. Got to get some good hits here. Nice counter hit here from McSmitty, getting something started. Couldn't keep that follow-up going, so Roy gets a chance.
Yeah, just trying to find a plan of attack here. Find an angle to get in. We finally find it with that 2. I want to say that's 2S. Either that or it's 2H. One of the two, regardless. Able to finally find a angle to kind of get in here, but McSmitty spending that YRC, going to be able to send you further out. But again, you got that Scarecrow. What are you scared of? You know, he's protecting you. The Scarecrow mixes all your options.
It's more like a friend crow.
Exactly.
Or like
makes the opponent scared.
Yeah, I mean, okay, here we go. Patient on this burst. I mean, it's a good time to spend it is on that mix. Actually putting Roy into the corner. Going for some deep pressure here. A little too much stagger. It's McSmitty fishing for that counter hit. Roy finds a good chance to throw in that reversal. And on that very last round, takes game 1, but down to the wire.
Yeah, McSmitty got a little bit lost in the sauce. Just tried to find that counter hit. Just trying to find really anything, but fortunately left too big of a gap.
I mean, Roy's tricky, man. Shoutouts to Void streams and Roy streams as well. Playing friendlies with everyone, going up in the rooms and the open lobbies and playing with people. I've been able to play against him before, and you cannot throw this guy. So McSmitty kind of already on that layer of like, I already know I'm not going to be able to throw him. And, you know, you already saw Roy getting a tech in that last round, right? So you got to fish for those counter hits, but maybe just a different normal. I'm not sure. Roy getting that last game, but we're zoning out here right now. McSmitty pulling up.
Unfortunately, didn't find that mix. A little bit of a drop there, and McSmitty can be able to respond with a reversal of their own, scoring a nice counter hit, getting it House back to that full screen positioning. Nice counter hit on the Rainwater. You were talking about, you know, you're not able to throw Roy, but maybe that's going to be our downfall here, as, you know, McSmitty just ends up going for a little bit more of those shimmies again, using that rainwater.
This Faust is doing a good job dancing around you, bro. This Faust looks like Zato, the way that we're just avoiding everything right now in the air. McSmitty is getting some hits here. Roy getting his burst back as well. Falling into that whistling wind means that McSmitty gets this pressure after. Roy still having that burst, but we're getting low in that HP.
Yeah, and you see McSmitty trying to just shimmy a little bit, especially with that double rainwater. Gonna finally find that counter hit, not go for the route, decides to just kind of win off of these stray hits just to avoid that burst. And there's that 5k given to secure it out with a perfect evening up the set, and, you know, sending a message that, hey, I could take this if I wanted to. I just gotta lock in.
Awesome stuff there, man. McSmitty able to take this last round. And that's how these rounds can kind of go sometimes, especially with those zoners, right? You get those perfects, but they feel like they take forever because McSmitty just catching your options, catching your jumps. You say, okay, I'm going to start playing patient. So you do, but then you get hit by the next thing, and then it just takes that much longer, right? It can be a battle of stamina. We're going to game 3 out here. McSmitty getting some good zoning patterns. Roy fishing for that counter hit, but McSmitty ready with the burst.
Yeah, spent that burst almost immediately just trying to keep that aggressive positioning. And there it is again. I mean, you're talking about you cannot throw Roy. There's yet another tech. So we're going to see McSmitty just kind of, again, play from a distance. We do have to be scared of that Scarecrow PRC. We've seen it make have great success here. And I mean, we see I have great success just on screen as I called it. And that's going to be a nice little wall break for Roiyariti. Get that positive bonus, get that 50 tension to contend with. I mean, that this Axel zoning, just get another Scarecrow. Get that PRC, get back in there. One thing that I've noticed that I figured is kind of a tenet of this matchup is I feel like you can't really go for item toss too much. We haven't really seen a ton of that come out from Roiyariti, and I'm guessing that's because, you know, a lot of those further reaching Axel normals, just Axel buttons in general, like you got your, you know, your 5P, 2H, you know, 2B Rensen, will just catch a lot of that startup.
Nice deep jump in here. Gets that throw bait again. I know we were getting one in the previous game as well. McSmitty looking pretty good here. We are down this round, but we're about to even it up here in just a moment. Roy has that burst. Unless we're feeling like a hero, I don't expect we're going to spend it in this round. McSmitty here in the corner just needs one more hit to take it. It's going to be that red RC hit confirm off of 2K. Looking pretty good out here in this Axel.
And the set is tied up yet again. And remember, folks, if you are enjoying the show, make sure to claim some of those Matcherino codes. Support our competitors like McSmitty, like Roiyariti, playing with their soul, like they play with their soul on the line. I didn't disclose it. The loser of this goes to the Shadow Realm. Oh, there it is. That whistling wind going to be able to deal with that love in the air. But I mean, again, that just Scarecrow again, it's going to work out every time. It works 100% of the time. It will throw a trumpet. We got the plus frames on deck. We have Faust's second burst behind Axel. It is activated. Turns into a little bit of plus frames. Just well, trying to turn into a bit of plus frames. Just kind of scaring McSmitty, putting us in the air, letting us get hit by that good all 2K.
Trying to fish for some of these hits. I love that high jump there from Roy, but still being aggressive with that love. Only one more hit from McSmitty will take it. And it's going to be that air hit, but man, down to the wire. One good counter hit for this Faust. I wouldn't be surprised if Roy was ready with the follow-up to seal out the game, but it's going to be McSmitty closing it out. This Axel looking good out here, man.
Looking good indeed. I mean, this set's been insanely close. And I mean, McSmitty just finally finding that lead, taking that lead. Oh, hold on.
Okay. Yeah, so Roy having a couple characters up his sleeve. I think May is actually one of them too, but today we're seeing the Happy Chaos. We'll see. I mean, Roy, not just a good Faust player, my man's a good fighting game player, so we'll see what we look like out here.
Yeah, and a lot of those fundamentals are gonna, you know, just carry over, and you get the boon of having like Happy Chaos J2K. So hopefully you know, maybe you'll see some success out of this, kind of maybe get us into that game 5 position. Already kind of starting off strong, forcing McSmitty just to block all of this happy chaos pressure just due to those bullets. We got 2 in the chamber, so we can still make it happen, but McSmitty gonna be putting us in the Axel contraption.
Oh man, the wall splat from downtown. Roy, not in a terrible spot here, right? Because we do have some ammo. We got that 100 tension. He's got to get a good hit here. Got to get McSmitty knocked down a couple times. It's not going to be easy, but it's possible.
Oh, goes to that RedIAmNot just to find another hit, just a little bit more damage. McSmitty blocks the roll mix. Ammo slowly running out, concentration slowly running out, and we find a throw. McSmitty on set point. Roiyariti has no burst and no wild assault to our name. Just have to fight it out cleanly until we can get a little bit of those get out of jail free resources back.
Nice counter hit confirmed here from McSmitty. I love using that 2K to link after also, man. Axel's got some sauce. Looking good out here. Roy building up some of that tension. Gonna air dash in, but the PRC gets a good anti-air from McSmitty. Nice burst.
Okay, we have the curse applied. We have that concentration back up. Curse applied yet again. So just trying to bait out potentially a rainwater, potentially a super. Not gonna find it as we're gonna get caught up by that stray hit, and Roiyariti to take the set 3-1. Not Roiyariti, McSmitty, sorry. Gonna take it over Roiyariti. 3-1.
Save? Wait, did I actually lag on Twitch?
I mean, I think it was just the game lagging.
Oh. Okay.
Because it seemed fine to me.
Oh,
Never mind, yeah, that's why I was telling you to alt tab.
Okay, we're back. Wait, is that actually a fix? Are you dead ass?
Correct. You have to go out of the game, like out of the preview, out of the window, and back in until it starts actually working again. Ask me how I know. This has happened 17 quintillion times.
Are you
annoying.
dead ass, bro? I normally never keep the game open. Should I click into the game right now? I guess I will now.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Now it's good.
In fact, you going into the game and leaving it puts you at risk of it happening again.
Oh, okay. I guess I won't. Okay, guys, welcome to the Jeekly, I guess. God damn, dude. They really make it hard for this game to be cool, huh? But it is so damn cool.
I don't even think it's a game thing. I think it's a Windows thing.
Oh, sure. To be fair.
Oh, unfortunate TP from Nan. Is it Dainsleif? Dainsleif?
Dainsleif,
right.
Yeah.
Jane Dainsleif.
I mean, I guess. I'm saying that with confidence. I don't know. Shouts to Genshin Impact. Shouts to that guy, you know, Genshin. Dainsleif. Genshin. I don't
Shout out to Genshin Impact.
Shouts to Genshin.
Shout outs to Genshin for my gambling addiction.
Yeah. No, luckily I don't have a gambling addiction because all my money was spent on MiHoYo games, so I wasn't able to go to the casinos.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, Genshin caused my gambling addiction. Star Rail refined it.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Scary. Don't say that, Scary. Scary, if you add up like all of Scary's contributions from the other match arenas. Sheesh.
Glory to ScaryEsq.
Glory, yes. We gotta build Scary a monument. Like a
the Scarily.
No, like
it's
actually like the
edition.
8th wonder of the world. How many wonders are there in the world? Nice winger here from Dainsleif. That should be enough.
Does that count as one of the wonders? That winger? Is that the 8th wonder of the world?
I'm sorry. You are amazing, Medikit, at doing this thing where you're like, Jeek, it's your time to commentate. At the moment, someone's like, Jeek, it's on fire. Shit's broke. This needs to be looked at right now. You have like it's like you have a magnetic skill up. Nan. Okay.
Oh, I saw the idle animation come out. I was worried.
I mean, even Dainsleif was worried. Dainsleif got the hit. Was like, you good, homie? We did a homie burst back. We're all good. We're all even now.
It's okay because Nan did spend all of that stamina, so Dainsleif kinda... Oh, I was gonna say kinda has just, you know, world is Dainsleif Oyster, but we end up blocking out the explosion as well. Gonna be a nice Artemis route to get a fair amount of damage. Unfortunately, we do drop it. We do we did spend that RC to just try to keep that pressure going. Unfortunately, now we have to do meterless Millia pressure. Alright, there's a chip damage. I have been keeping track of who's been winning my money. RedIAmNot is currently the holder of most. Are you like keeping, is it like a mafia list? Like you're gonna go back and be like, hey, where's my where's my protection? There we go, spending that 2 stamina. Oh, deciding not to go for like the 2k 2D into RTL. But it's a-okay for Nan as we do have that burst. We can spend it, but not if Dainsleif is kind of on point with all of these throws, all of this mix. But hey, there it is. We spend that 50 meter just to find that little bit of JK so we can go ahead and just continue running our pressure. Spending that burst to try to force it out again. But there's another wonderful Artemis from Dainsleif. Now this should, I want to say, be enough damage, especially with the Artemis. No, just 2H. Spreadsheet of people I can blackmail, yes. ScaryEsq proving why Scary is in the name.
Did you use 40 and slip there?
What?
Wait, why are you talking? Wait, why is Scary Scary in the name? Especially to people I can blackmail. Oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry.
I was talking to.
I see. I'm looking at Dainsleif and I didn't realize you were talking about this spreadsheet thing. So I 40 and
I was
slipped
doing
there.
both. I was multitasking.
Dude, you're holding it down, man.
I'm holding it down, and I am also getting down. I'm breaking it down right now in the commentary booth. You can check out my dance moves.
Actually, yeah, if you go to twitch.tv/medikitdancing, you can go ahead and see everything that he's busting out right now. Good stuff here, Nan. Getting that stamina
Please
back.
don't leak my secret Twitch channel.
It's your second Twitch. It's like your sleeper Twitch. It's like when you don't want to go live to a bunch of people, you know.
I just want to relax. Cannoli Bandit 47. Okay. Unfortunately, that DP does go wide, so it does allow Dainsleif just to continue our pressure, find an escape. And this, I want to say, is going to be enough damage, especially after this wall break. No, barely not enough. I should stop speaking.
Nah, don't stop speaking, Medikit. We appreciate,
Never mind,
we
it did
appreciate your
end up
commentary,
working
my
in
friend.
Dainsleif's favor. So I'm going to go ahead and keep speaking, especially because Dainsleif is at set point, and that Capel is a great way to get us started. Nan spending that burst, spending that stamina, trying to force our way in. But again, we are now at 0 stamina. Sin cannot really threaten much here. Okay, nice Capel, but unfortunately we do get a counter hit. This is all just time Nan is spending, trying to get that stamina back. We do end up spending a bit of it. We have 1 stamina, which is, again, not that great for Sin, especially now that we have just nothing. Trying to find another DP point, but unfortunately, Dainsleif not really giving us one.
Trying to check with that hair needle. Nice stuff. Nan spending that stamina, getting on you here. We got this Millia in the corner. I love how we're using those BRCs to try to mix up Dainsleif here. Great blocks on this Millia, however.
Yeah, this round kind of going down to the wire. Both players at such low life. We have that H to set up. We find the throw, but watch out. We have 50 tension. We have 50 meters, so we cannot leave any gaps. Oh, Nan able to escape using that BRC JD, but unfortunately, Dainsleif still on the prowl. That negative penalty, that danger starting to kick in. Fast to spend that burst Jeek. One more hit will do it for Dainsleif.
I mean, even chip damage at this point. I saw that hair needle. That's definitely a really good move for that exact purpose, but it's going to be the cross-up JH from Dainsleif to fish out that last hit. All right, here we go, guys. It's a lower matchup for you. It's going to be Lakey up against Scissors. That's Baiken v Anji. Scissors going to be coming out here. Scissors right now. Big shouts to my man over there in the top 8 of Backpack Brawl as well. So they're out here, they're grinding, they're trying to get top 8 over here in this Jeekly. Lakey, no stranger to these Jeekly top 8s, playing this Baiken, getting some good hits with these H-caps, trying to follow up with that 6k OTG as well to get that tumble hit, keep this Anji in the corner.
Yeah, just seeing a lot of those staggers, just kind of being content to wait out a second and then press our 5/. It looks like really high, kind of like APM as well, but just, you know, being really patient, just kind of wait in and out, spending that burst to try to stay aggressive. But I mean, Scissors is going to be able to find that fish, get that RC going, and this wall break should be enough, but unfortunately we do drop. and just spin again. Spin to win.
We're spinning, we're winning. Nice counter hit to start off here with that far slash, man. That's a hell of a normal. You got to be ready. You got to plan around this matchup based around, like, okay, how am I going to play around this Baiken far slash at times? Nice backdash here from Lakey, getting that H-cab follow-up after getting some good hits here on Scissors. Tension across the board. It's seen a good chance to spend it from either player here. Lakey looking good with this mix. Try to keep it going with that BRC, but good press out from Scissors.
Yeah, good press out. Tries to spin. Unfortunately, doesn't find it. And I'm wondering if we're going to see Scissors use kind of that you know, you've been seeing that tech go around, or like that counterplay that Tickle Me Mauer kind of put out. Or at least revealed to the masses. Oh, okay, we find that TK Yozan Sensonar just keeping Scissors in the corner yet again. Nice low profile on that Escabari, so no tether for us, just having to deal with that butterfly. So now we're back in the other corner almost immediately, but nice Abari out, so now we're just trying to fight back into kind of an advantage state, but Scissors just being patient, not being too quick on the draw.
Nice parry here, though. Lakey getting that run up. Yaz right after Red RC to keep it going, but a parry right back. Scissors saying, hey, I got one of my own, baiting out Lakey's. At the very least, we didn't fall for it, just didn't get the punish after. And Lakey was able to close out that first game, but it could have been either players at the very end there.
Yeah, that was such a close first game. Again, we see on that instant replay, powered by the Jeekly 2x KO, just barely didn't build that burst back.
Wait, are you trolling? Is there 2XKO something on the screen?
No, I was referencing. I was shilling the other bracket.
I appreciate you. I'm like unironically self-conscious that like I didn't turn off like my overlays entirely. So that was real life
fear.
Anxiety showing right there.
That was real fear, but if everybody didn't know while we're watching this amazing Guilty Gear action, if you love 2XKO as well, you can check out GeekXKO every Sunday at 8 p.m. EST. It's a 2XKO weekly. It's gonna be a grand old time, much like Scissors is having a grand old time, getting this air throw, getting this perfect, trying to tie up the set. We got Lakey with no burst to speak of as of yet. So we're just gonna try to fight it out, stay alive anyway, until we can get that burst back potentially, or just take the round before it matters.
Definitely got some good spins here and some good pressure sequences from Scissors, earning us that tension, getting this hard knockdown here. Lakey has that burst, gonna spend it after that spin catches out our H-cab. We're here in the middle of the screen, spending a lot of time there, but Scissors gonna try to put this bike in the corner. The YRC says no.
I'm actually surprised we didn't RC that throw there. I feel like we would have had enough damage to kill. But regardless, Scissors is going to be taking that second game, tying up the set. This one not looking as close, might be getting a little bit of a download on Lakey, but we'll have to see if we can kind of make those counter adaptations because I mean we saw a lot of H-Kabari, you know, just have a lot of success, at least in the beginning of the match, beginning of the set. So I'm hoping, you know, maybe see some use of that, maybe in those farther ranges where it doesn't, you know, isn't really going to impact us that much if Anji spins it.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird situation because Baiken already a character that like has like arguably linear approach patterns. Well, couple that with the fact that Scissors can just throw out that spin at times. So Lakey definitely has a, you know, a tall order to get in on this Anji. Scissors, however, I mean, we're not just going to win that matchup for free, right? We still got to fish for our hits back. I really like that 5P jab there. Was threatening the wall break after Lakey spending that burst, but getting another 5P right after. We're going to take you to the wall regardless. Awesome stuff there, Scissors.
Fruits of our labor of just putting out a lot of those quick stop sign buttons, a lot of those 5Ks, a lot of those 5Ps, just really active on that, I guess like neutral defense, stopping a lot of those kind of jump ins, a lot of those quick get in options. Fortunately, we do have tether applied, so Unika, at least at the moment, is achieved, but not if we get counter hit. We have 100 tension. This should be enough, especially if we can get this good old wall break, but we don't. We choose to go for a little bit of reset into more pressure. We get that nice little overhead. Lakey has one more chance to stay alive, and not if he get thrown.
Yeah, definitely some spaghetti there at the end. I think Scissors went for maybe like backdash JP or whatever the Anji backdash B or C button is. Lakey was crouching and may have connected. Point is that Scissors looking good here, having to spend the burst early this round. Lakey fishing to get out of that corner with H-Cab, but Scissors doing a good job of keeping you down there. Nice burst.
Nice burst indeed, just trying to find a good position. Unfortunately, not going to find it, as Scissors is going to be taking us through the wall yet again, trying to quickly get up into a 2-1 position, but still needs to finally find that last hit to make it happen. Lakey not going to make it easy, goes for that side swap just to get out of the corner. Quick, easy way to fight out. We find that JS, we find that tether. Jeek, that parry might do it. We have the RC.
Lakey having that 100 tension, but unfortunately no chance to spend it. Scissors going to finish their food there, getting this game advantage. Lakey, however, very strong Baiken. This is first to 3 out here. Can't ever call it too soon. Liking what we're seeing from both these players, man. But Scissors is the one finishing off these interactions. Looking for some of those good spin timings. I've been seeing a lot of spins, getting those close lashes after. Lakey getting out of the situation with bursts and such, but now we're swapping to the Asuka. Gonna see how this swap helps us out. Spin able to deal with some of those cubes as well, but if Lakey can get a staff and a barrage going, it's not going to be as easy for Scissors. Here we go, game 4.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the, I feel like Asuka takes, I feel like just another approach of dealing with spin, right? It's not just kind of doing like a quick kind of poke out at range, so it doesn't really affect you. It's just flood the screen, so even if Anji does spin, you're still just dealing with a quintillion projectiles.
Real quick shout out, guys, as Scissors gets that long distance parry. Strong stuff and a back throw from Lakey. Oh my god, I was about to shout out the Maturino, but I have no time. Scissors going to spend that burst to jump over these cubes. And while I got a second, guys, exclamation point Maturino, claim those free codes to add to the prize pool. Already up to $203. PRC to keep yourself safe. Fishing for these low hits after Lakey using this mage to the best of his ability. Scissors trying to jump in with this Anji. One more hit will take it. I love that 6P.
Yeah, just trying to fight our way in, just using that Fujin. Unfortunately, not gonna find it. Lakey fighting out with a tiny bit of health left, just trying to regen all of that mana. Goes for another spin yet again. Unfortunately, no longer plus for Scissors due to that patch that came out a while ago. So just unfortunately had to hold that, but we find our counter hit, we find what we need, we find the mana destroyer. Just do, look, the mana's gonna be gone. Okay, it didn't do as much mana damage as I thought it was going to.
Dude, I wish I still remembered from my World of Warcraft days like a mana deleting spell, so I could have a reference here. But that's all you get. That's all you get. You just get the pieces of it. It's like me pouring out the Lego box. I'm not giving you the manual.
All 200 pieces.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
no mana shield, bro. That OTG actually killed. That's crazy.
It was that, and it was like 60% risk.
Oh yeah, true.
The cards were not in Lakey's favor. But I mean, Lakey has that burst. Scissors doesn't have the life to kind of gamble anymore, so just kind of have to just hold all this play to be safe. We have those cubes, so we can just kind of force, chip Scissors out to the best of our ability. But nice mash out, spinning that burst hit again. There's that parry. So going to be a fair amount of mana deleted, as well as Anji having that advantage state.
Lakey unfortunately losing that mana. About to get 50 tension, but won't get the chance to spend it. Scissors going to seal out this game on the Anji. Moving on winner side. Qualifying for this winner side of top 8. It's going to be classified versus insert. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Insert has gotten a top 8 in the Jeekly before, but would not be surprised if he did. This is a very strong May player out here, coming up in the scene, multiple TNS top 8s, but that's going to be coming up against Classified, regular up here in grand finals of the Jeekly. So we're fighting just to qualify for top 8.
Yeah, just trying to, I mean, as you said, Insert trying to fight to get, I believe, his first. I just agree with you, top 8. But I mean, Classified not making it easy here. Again, Insert already on the back foot, just you know, losing that round. Also losing that burst as well. You see it has to get, you know, a little bit back up to get back to full. Classified, already putting the screws to insert.
Catching with that close slash insert, spending that burst. Doesn't want to give another positive bonus away to Classify, but Class is already really close to that 50 tension. Getting crossed up here a bit, goes for that backdash BRC, and it pays off. I love how the slowdown lets you link that 5D after. Classified scooting across the screen on this Giovanna, man. The movement's crazy, but insert presses out.
I gotta be taking notes. I gotta improve my Giovanna. Yeah, we find that nice counter hit far slash just to seal the deal. Classified, taking that first game in a pretty convincing fashion.
Medicaid, I'm not gonna lie to you, homie. Can you actually get this throw here? Does that connect? Did you see how insert went for throw on the killer whale? Like, does that red RC, does that fast RC down delete, or rather like time out the throw protection enough to where insert could have possibly thrown Classified there? Does that work?
I believe so, because I think there's enough gap there to...
That is crazy. Oh my god.
Because I don't think Orca's a true strain.
Well, yeah. Dude, today I learned shit. I would have got hit. Anyways, okay, that was last round. Chat wasn't surprised. It's just me. Okay, here we go. Nice presses here from insert. Keeping Class in the corner, but the PRC gets you out. You spend that burst to keep this Giovanna down.
You're just trying to run that stagger, trying to bait Classified into pressing. Not gonna find it. Classified does escape. Gets that nice reset with the enhanced dog dart. So now we're just dealing with a lot of Giovanna pressure. Goes for it again. We find it. Insert not biting. Unfortunately, gets counter hit. Classified with that routing. We're able to get a nice wall break here. Finds the meter for the super. So now we're dealing with that post wall break Giovanna pressure. Insert no reversal to speak of just yet. So just gotta hold it. Unfortunately, ends up getting caught. That's gonna be Classified taking yet another round.
And that's that unfortunate situation where you spend the early burst, right, to try to get it back for this round, which Insert's about to have it in his back pocket, but wasn't able to use it in that last round, even though it was so close, right? So Classified in a really great spot here. Has the burst, has the round advantage, has the 50 tension as well, but Insert building back up our own meter, gets that open up with the PRC. Great stuff.
Yeah, we see that burst from Classified spent out, trying to not get hit by that throw. Finds the nice little JP after that BRC, goes for that mix, just instantly, just so many quick, you have to deal with them options Classified is presenting. Insert's just not able to keep up.
Class with some very quick movements, some strong execution out here. Insert with some great pressure here on this May as well. I just got to give the Classified. Hasn't really been getting too surprised by anything. And then when we do get those hits, we finish our food. Classified definitely a two-toucher out here on that Giovanna. Makes this character look very powerful when we get some hits, especially counter hits with that 5H. So we'll see what happens here in this game 3. Insert coming alive on this May. We'll see what we got.
Here we have a chance, especially with that command grab starting us off very strong. We find the burst bait, but unfortunately, a little bit of a misinput. Got that forward throw, so now not able to get a lot off of that burst bait. Classified has a chance to just kind of bring this round back, just take it even after spending that burst.
Nice burst to spend
Insert.
you back. We're trying to get in with that 3K Medicaid, but Classified with a nice BRC.
Yeah, Insert fashioning a new cape. We're becoming a hero. As now we're into the potential last round of the set with no burst, no deflect shield, no wild assault to speak of to our name. But nice counter hit. That close slash going to be doing wonders. That move is a whole house.
Talking about a move as a whole house, man. There's a Giovanna 2D. Classified ready with that whole counter hit. And I love how we waited for the 5K to be an OTG hit to get that cross-up set up after. Insert was ready for it and had those reversal supers after, but Classified with some good patience gets this pressure after. Good blocks, though, from Insert.
Amazing blocks. We find the throw as well, tying up the game. Dream is not dead yet. Winner side to top 8. Dream is still alive. We just need to continue fighting it out. That last round was absurdly close. So we're going to have to see if Insert's able to kind of keep up that level of play just to get Classified down to that loser side.
Trying to check with that 2K after. I love that anti-air from Classified. It was a little late there, but it was still coming out. Classified showing that he's truly out here reacting. Insert getting that next hit out after and taking you across the screen with the hard knockdown. Amazing conversion and meter dump there from Insert.
Yeah, we got that counter hit and immediately just knew what to spend it on. Yeah, we find that nice command throw, goes for that RC just so we can get a quick little kill. That's Insert up a game. We have points on the board. I took the broom out again. I can still get it.
Man, awesome stuff here from Insert. Canceling our recovery frames with that throw right there. Getting that fast RC throw route. Dude, Insert's got some pretty high level May play out here. Especially in our combos, at least. I mean, both players, of course. And that's why Classified is up here with that lead. Definitely very strong here in this Giovanna. But like you said, Medikit, Insert's not going to let you get away with it for free. Great stuff getting that last game. Let's see if we got any more in the pocket.
Indeed, indeed. We'll have to see how deep them pockets are if we can continue to pull out from our little bag of tricks. But that 3K trade can really get us a knockdown, but unfortunately not able to capitalize. Classified is just ready for it. We do see a color swap on the side of Classified.
Yeah, Class normally runs that blue Geo, but I've seen him mix it up quite a bit.
Is that what happens when you put like just random on the color screen? It's just, you know, color swap. Like,
is there a random on the color screen? I didn't even know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would be nice. But here we go. Color swap. Shouts to the chat. Nice stuff here, Classified. Gonna get that 2K to finish it off. Was ready with the dog kick right after. Insert here needs to not go down one more round. We need to play perfect from this point on. Strong start here using that orange wild assault to confirm that combo, linking that 5K after. Man, May's got some weird hitboxes, and Insert's good at taking advantage of that.
Yeah, we find another stagger close slash. This has been doing wonders for Insert. I think it's been the main reason why we've been able to kind of move forward and stay alive in the set so far, is we're finding so much success with just these really smart placed, you know, stagger close slashes.
Classified catching that May with your dash 2S. Great stuff, but Insert getting tricky with that approach, right? Using that dolphin jump cancel to try to mix up Classified here, who is able to react to those anti-airs, but Insert is just, I don't know, we're just mixing up our approach too good here. Able to get back out of the corner, chasing down Classified, showing some of that fuzzy jump back. Insert taking advantage of that, however, and with this 50 tension, it's going to be close, but not enough.
Wondering if we're going to see Insert kind of hold back a bit. No, okay, no, we find the cross-up, actually. Classified would have had to cross-cut that. And that is Insert taking us to game 5. Class has been fuzzy defending, so the delays on offense are opening him up. Yeah, I think that's what's happening, right? Is that we're seeing it's not like it's, you know, just a lot of counter hits. We just end up getting caught out by these kind of normal hit close slashes that on May translate to so much damage.
Insert out here putting on a show for us, bringing us to game 5. But are we going to do more than that and put this May into that winner's side of top 8? This is that winner's side qualifier. If you lose this match, you still can get in the top 8, but it's going to be down from that loser's side. It's not going to be as, you know, in your lap, so to speak. So definitely want to come out on top here using that PRC to see if Classified was going to come down with a button. But no, after that hit, we spend the burst to try to get some distance back, but still in the corner here against this May.
Yet we find a nice counter hit far slash as well. We're going to be able to build up enough meter to go for that super. We go for that Orca yet again. Deflect shield built up on the side of Classified, so we can just kind of send it if we're feeling so confident. But we go for that backdash BRC. 6P going to be able to let us fight out, catch the backdash. It's going to be enough to kind of maybe get us going here. But I mean, Insert's only up that 100 tension. We're going to need to be careful.
Classified gonna make you hurt for that last hit. Oh my lord, that actually wall splat. That was definitely a weird one. Classified was ready for it though. That hard knockdown puts Class in a good spot, but that 100 tension, we're respecting it.
Yeah, let us fight out of that hard knockdown situation, but unfortunately we do have no meter to potentially fight out yet again. But Classified gonna punish us for that. Bring us to this set point, potentially final round.
Yeah, Class spooking us a bit right there, trying to go for that burst bait, but Insert holding on to it. In fact, holding on to it so long here that we're going down through the wall. Class is able to get that positive bonus cranking. It's only soft knockdown, but that damage is high. The burst comes out from Classified, trying to get some of that tension back to start playing this game. Insert tries to get some distance back with that PRC, with that FD. Classified got this May in the corner. One more hit could take it for this Giovanna, but Insert fighting back.
Fighting back. I think we actually, okay, we decided not to go for that wall break here, keeping that corner. Unfortunately, we don't have any meter. Goal. Okay, we did the goal burst. Unfortunately, for Classified, we did not find that bait, and that's going to be Insert bringing us back from the brink, back against the wall, taking us to last game, last round in a top 8 qualifier in the Jeekly 78.
Oh my god, I'm fully clenched out here, man. The burst is in Classified's pocket, but now it's in the air here. Trying to fish for that 2D Insert with some amazing spacing. At just perfect spacing where we can still mix in the jump in, but not too close for the 2D. Classified getting this made to the corner, getting some good hits. Insert trying to get some distance back with that FD, and it pays off.
Yeah, we're able to find that back throw. We catch the backdash, end up finding a counter hit, and I think this is going to be it. Yet we see that Alt F4. Already, everybody, welcome to another top 8 qualifier for the Jeekly 78 winner side. We got Pedrito, Kai on that ABBA, one of the many Rize's. If you look at the top ABBAs, there's like 3 just Rize's, I believe in a row. Regardless as well, we got YoKai's own Lasagna Slayer repping that Goldlewis as usual. But I mean, right now, it's looking kind of rough for Pedrito, but I mean, we got that JR kind of going. We got that meter. We had Lasagna in the corner. Now it's suddenly looking a lot more dire. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Ooh, nice throw. Hold on. I actually don't think I've seen that represented by a player. We find another throw yet again. That ABBA buff in the recent patch. Going to be able to let us save a little bit of that JR as we get a nice wall break. Now, I'm wondering if we're going to see a nice little safe jump here after. No, we go for that good old fuzzy, but there he is, Lasagna Slayer with that good old IB to actually force ABBA to the other side. I'm sorry, Jeek, for just yapping that entire time.
No, dude, I appreciate you holding it down, homie. I was over there in the Discord. I did look back just in time to see that Lasagna Slayer was going down to Pedrito on a pixel. Now, one cool thing about Pedrito, I mean, about strong ABBAs in general, Pedrito, definitely one of the stronger ones I've seen, is that even in that baby ABBA, man, they got some quick movement. Oh my god, Lasagna Slayer with that 2 security minigun gets you the wall break after. Great stuff.
Okay, we're able to find that air throw, but unfortunately we don't find any of that meter back, and we end up getting hit by that PRC throw from Lasagna Slayer. Not ready for that cancel on the reversal, probably is waiting for it to come out and then deal with the PRC. We end up spinning that burst. Okay, if we're just sending the hop kick, able to find it, gotta watch out for that burst, but we end up just dropping just to not have to deal with it in general.
Shouts to NoobTube in the chat. I'm jeeking it all night long. That's what we're all doing out here, man. There you go. Sing it again, Medikit. Let me hear you.
All night long.
There you go.
I'm thinking of, what is it? I'm thinking of like AC/DC, you know, like the Shook Me All Night Long, except it's Jeek.
Oh. Oh, night long.
yeah, now you're hearing it.
There we go. I gotta edit out those audio clips. Yo, Lasagna Slayer trying to cancel out that security to finish off this round to get one more hit in, but Pedrito, unfortunately, having to go for that force uninstall. Only needs one more hit to close it out, and it's gonna be that Wild Assault confirmed. Great stuff.
And one thing you're going to notice on that replay actually is that was a little bit of a delay on that confirm, so that actually, I don't think actually routed. So you see, you get that 5H clip, and then did it route?
You don't think that was a combo?
I don't think that was a combo.
Uh-oh. It could have been possibly maybe like, you know, Lasagna Slayer's, you know, hands off, like thinking it hit him or chip or... I mean, I don't know, man. But it definitely was a little late there, but those Wild Assaults will surprise you sometimes. Nice counter hit, calling out that drone call, and we're going to send you through with full blood.
Yeah, this is exactly what we're looking for. We had that positive bonus to get all that meter, and as you all know, dealing against JR ABBA with meter is a tall order, because look what happened, right? You just spend that meter after that Donzai to get that good old burst bait. Suddenly, Lasagna Slayer is dealing with full JR ABBA with no deflect shield, no meter, and no life, as Pedrito secures it perfect.
Nice air hit there from Pedrito. Using that Wild Assault to stay on top of you. Some good defense from Lasagna Slayer. Doesn't falter at the face of that ABBA pressure, but some good hits here from Pedrito. And a nice spacing trap after. That quick backdash catches Lasagna checking with the 5P. Pedrito not only gets a counter hit, but a whole wall break for that.
Indeed as well. We have that good old meter back, but nice 5H, just gonna walk out, or watch out for that burst. Okay, just locking it out, and that is Pedrito up 2-0.
Man, that was definitely a crazy way at the end to go for that burst bait. I definitely like the early super, right? Because the early super locking out of that overdrive. Oh, wait, the overdrive is locked out the whole super animation. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To let you in on my head, for some reason, I was thinking like after the PRC that you could burst or something. But no, of course, once Pedrito put those tentacles on the screen, the overdrive was completely locked out. Lasagna Slayer holding on to that burst, but Pedrito calling you out for it and sealing out that game. Strong stuff here in this ABBA. We're going to game 3. Lasagna Slayer, no stranger to these top 8s. We'll see what he can do here to close out against this ABBA.
We have to see if Lasagna Slayer is able to reinvest that burst, put it back into the stocks. But unfortunately, Pedrito punishing us again. A nice little counter hit. We spent that 50 burst to go for that Wild Assault, but it ends up getting us a nice little wall break. I mean, Lasagna Slayer just kind of dealing with it. We bursted, but that is 100 tension ABBA. That is very rough.
Able to see those smear frames from that BT startup. Goes for the reversal super to chase down Lasagna Slayer here. Not a lot of JR. And in fact, not a lot of frames, right? Because we're getting hit out by these BTs, the PRC to stay on top of you after. Pedrito trying to get some distance back with that FD, but that means now we have no tension.
Okay, nice. We find the deflection. We find the IB. Okay, that IBFD actually pushed Lasagna Slayer far enough away to where that hop kick whiffed, and we actually don't think Lasagna took the chance to punish him. But regardless, Lasagna Slayer going to be taking the round and trying to claw it back. Again, the broom is still out. We could potentially see another reverse sweep.
Oh, nice stuff. Full JR here. The world is your oyster. Mixing up before even having to spend attention. Now Pedrito has the fast RC here. Instead, no, it's actually just going to be the BRC slowdown. That's mixed enough out here for this ABBA. Lasagna here trying to get out of this corner. Not getting opened up yet, but the throws come out.
Yeah, there it is, the throw loops. Okay, we went for the bait that does beat throws there. Unfortunately, did get wire seed for our troubles, but is A-okay. So we went for that door super. Now we have no JR. This is insanely rough for us, but fortunately for Goldlewis, you do have to scrap with ABBA, and that is actively a lose condition.
Set point here for Pedrito. Definitely wants a taste of that prize split. $250 already, guys. If you want to contribute, !Matcherino to click those free claim codes and add to that pot. The top 4 players of tonight will get some of that. And right now, we're trying to qualify for that winner side top 8. Pedrito threatening it on this ABBA right now, getting that burst back. Even though the force uninstall is here, we still got that Goldlewis in the corner.
Yeah, that's one thing I like as well, because a little known fact, if you do go for that RC, like a quick FRC, after that forced uninstall, you get the fastest, I think, timing, regardless. Amazing job from Lasagna Slayer, clawing it back. As ScaryEsq saying, the butter has been churned.
Awesome stuff there from Lasagna Slayer. Showing that a god can bleed. That this ABBA has its weaknesses. That Pedrito can go down at least one game. But can we make it 3 out here? Lasagna Slayer going to see if we can't come back with this reverse sweep on this Goldlewis. 1 game is the start. Pedrito still got you in the corner, though, after that burst.
nice. Catches that backdash with that quick little JD, going for that wall break. Unfortunately, barely didn't have enough meter, but maybe a little bit of a misinput. Didn't get that key grab, so now we're stuck in that baby ABBA. Not as plus as we would like, but we're still able to get into that corner. Yeah, just do it again. Okay, go for the hop kick. Okay, unfortunately, barely doesn't kill here. Lasagna Slayer has a chance. We have that 50 meter. Goes for that reversal super, calls out. Okay, that was mildly terrifying.
Definitely very tricky there at the very end. Lasagna Slayer first up with that, just the jump in overdrive was already crazy enough, and then Pedrito threatening out that call out on the drone with that PRC drift forward. It was definitely a weird one that last round. Pedrito coming out on top, back on set point here. But Lasagna Slayer, of course, getting that last game, the momentum shifting sides a bit, at least for a moment there, right? But Pedrito looking good out here on this ABBA. Going to get some of that JR back, but because of that uninstall, wasn't able to get the overdrive after, and Lasagna Slayer capitalizes fully.
Yeah, there's timings where you actually can get that, but unfortunately just barely didn't have enough for that, because that route actually does work, but just didn't find it. Lasagna Slayer going to be taking this chance to claw back at the round, potentially claw back the set.
Man, what an insane ending there. Lasagna Slayer finishing off that last round. Still set point here for Pedrito. An even burst on each side. I love how we call out that drone with that well-timed parry and a lot of well-timed backdashes in general from Pedrito. Lasagna Slayer holding on to that burst.
Okay, there it is. We find that throw. As you were talking about Lasagna Slayer holding on to that burst, we're going to need to spend it at some point. Just hopefully doesn't get baited. Nice backdash. We do have a chance. Oh, unfortunately held the Skyfish a little bit too long, and I think especially with the RC, this might be death. Because the RC would get like an OTG. Oh no, we actually do.
PRC to keep it safe. One more hit out here, Medikit. It's going to be to Pedrito, catching that backdash from Lasagna Slayer, and moving on that winner side of top 8 here out in the ABBA.
This is our first match of winner's side top 8 winner semis here at the Jeekly 78. We got Scissors on the left side of the screen here on that Anji, repping that spin to win. Then we have Insert, who came back from a very close set against Classified to get into this winner's side top 8 position.
Oh, nice stagger close slash here from Insert. Gonna get that wall break here against Scissors. Strong stuff out here. I'm gonna be honest, Medikit, I don't know if I've ever seen Anji May in the winner side of top 8 Jeekly. So awesome stuff seeing it on these two players out here, man. Insert gonna close off that first game. Insert out here, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I think it's their first time in the Jeekly top 8, but many time TNS top 8er, maybe winner also? You gotta back check me on that one, but point is, Insert super strong May out here. Matter of time before we're up here on this winner side. Threatening against Scissors. Powerful Anji out here. Just winning Backpack Brawl literally minutes ago. Big shout out to that bracket in that tournament. GG's to Scissors. But Insert looking pretty good this first game here.
Looking pretty good indeed. Looking pretty dominant as well. But Scissors has a chance. We have that 100 tension. We spend that RC just to keep the pressure going. The Up Dolphin going to be able to catch us. Insert kind of picking a lot of these trickier options. Again, you have that like Up Dolphin that we've seen be spent, but unfortunately for Insert might not be enough as we have to deal with that butterfly. Oh no! We actually didn't get far enough of a run up for that that throw to work, so Scissors able to capitalize, tying up the round. Gonna look at a bit more of a passive round start though.
Man, you can never count out Scissors here. Nice wild assault route here. Unfortunately, couldn't get that JD follow-up after, maybe a little closer to the wall, and the wall bounce would have helped us out there. But hey, good 5D combo. And then a reset after with the overhead. Insert getting our first back on that wall splat. But guys, oh, nope, it is May. If it's going to be anyone surviving that, it's going to be her.
It's like I can't even see the pixel anymore. I don't think it exists. But that quick little stick in the foot out a little bit, follow with the hitbox. It's gonna be Scissors claiming game 1, claiming first blood in the Jeekly 78 top 8.
Insert still fighting back there at the very end. I mean, I don't know, man. Insert, we were seeing some pretty good comeback rounds earlier in the bracket. No spoilers if if you're not watching in chronological order, you got to go back and check out Insert's previous match to get here. I mean, I don't know, man. Insert able to threaten some of those comebacks. So Scissors needs to keep up this good job of finishing our food and securing those games. Win. The HP is low on the side of this May. Good counter hit to start, getting that burst from the Anji's back pocket, and then putting him right back to the corner.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same way the previous game started off as well, right? Insert with a very dominant first round, but Scissors just been able to make such a drastic course correction each time. I'm wondering if we're going to see the same thing happen next round, where, I mean, Scissors just is able to claw it back.
Able to get that Dolphin counter hit after. Insert closes out this round. Had the RC after just for the swag, I guess. Nice stuff, man. These rounds starting off with that counter hit 5H, bro. It's crazy. It's explosive.
Some might say it's wild.
Oh, you know what's funny about that that throat clear you just did, Medikit, was that the stream didn't hear me do mine because I actually muted because I was actually just genuinely clearing my throat trying to mute my mic. But then you did it ironically after, causing me to explain this whole thing that no one knows what I'm talking about. Nice burst here from Insert, trying to get away from that corner. Scissors, low HP, but with that burst in our back pocket, we still got a good chance here.
I thought you were doing it because I was doing this stupid bit.
Yeah, I know. I'm hip. Trying to fish for that hit here. Insert trying to finish off this round. But, oh, and a great bait here from Scissors. Yeah, in all seriousness, I'm actually, like, sick right now, guys. So, like, I've been muting my mic on the OBS side to cough a couple times, but unfortunately Medikit probably gets the brunt end of that, so I apologize, homie, but hopefully not too much in the VOD, if any. Trying to fish for a hit here. Scissors uses that deflect shield to get May off of our ass, out of this corner, man. And we get some good hits here. In fact, we're going to take this May back to her own corner, and we got 50 tension in our back pocket. We just need to get a start here.
Yeah, we're able to find that far slash. Unfortunately, not able to find a full route, but that deflect shield is exactly what we're looking for. Nice punish on that. Nice find a counter hit. It's going to be Insert tying up the set 1-1.
Awesome stuff, man. Oh, I put the score in the wrong spot. It's going to be wrong. Just give me 1 second, guys. Awesome stuff here from Scissors. From Insert, excuse me. Can you tell what mistake I made there? Awesome stuff from Insert to take out that last game. Evening up the score 1-1, just like Medikit said. I could just let Medikit say it. And then that would have been all. Medikit, how you feeling, homie?
I'm feeling great. I still got my apple juice, so I'm having a great time here. You know, chat, a little bit of lore update. I moved out of my parents' place recently, so I'm in my first proper place of my own. So it's been a very exciting.
Yep, Medikit out here living in the Amazon rainforest in his first ever hut. He built it out of leaves and twigs and stuck together by the sap of the trees. Every day he eats bugs and snakes. And at night, he fends off panthers. Great stuff here. Insert getting picked up by this Anji PRC to try to keep that combo going. Unfortunate stuff.
How else do you think I play? Why else do you think I play the way I do? You know, I gotta be unpredictable for the Panthers.
Oh, man. That was an awesome route there from Insert. Using that jump cancel air dash to get the wall break at the end for the flash. Awesome stuff.
Okay, there it is. Oh, unfortunate 5H whiff, allowing Insert to kind of just a little bit of air dash to escape. We're still getting our pressure, but not as good as if we were in the corner. But I mean, it's okay. We're in the other corner. Change your Google Home address. It is a-okay. You might be stuck here for a hot minute. Might as well make the change now. So you're going to be flying over to the next corner. Nice XP from Scissors. Yeah, there's that, the good old reliable 6H going to be claiming yet another victim as Scissors trying to get up to a 2-1 lead.
Ready with that burst. Scissors pushes this Mei back, but it's going to be that red RC to finish it off. Some good mix there at the end from Insert. Is now all of a sudden getting only one more game to go up to winners finals here.
Just needs that one more game. And I mean, we've been seeing Insert play so well. I mean, in this set is specifically, but just in general, just making a lot of these right decisions that just cash out into so much reward. Also, chat, if you're seeing Liquid Void, type in the chat regarding our codes. We still have Matcherino codes. Go ahead and claim those. Add 25 cents to the prize pool each time. Just takes a couple seconds of your time. It is completely free if you're enjoying the wonderful showing that players like Scissors playing like Insert are putting on for you tonight. Strong stuff indeed. On the verge. Just needs one more round to take us to game 5, but I mean, Insert baiting that burst, going to be able to build up enough meter for that super, making us work for it.
Yamada-san sending us through. Hard knockdown, gonna back up this Mei here. Scissors with some good FD blocks. It looks like we're trying to flick for those instant blocks as well. We're flicking that FD out here, trying to preserve that tension. Still a perfect going to the side of this Mei, threatening set point, in fact.
On the ride or die tier list, where are we putting Yamada-san?
Putting who? Putting where? Yamada-san on the ride or dies. Yeah, we've talked about this, about the little goobers, the ride or dies.
Mini Faust is like S tier.
Yeah, Mini Faust. Well, it depends. Definitely depends. Can definitely be S tier. Yamada-san, pretty high. I think the Killer Whale is a little bit higher. I keep forgetting his name. It's like Gorgamesh or some shit. I have no idea.
Gilgamesh.
It's like Gilgamesh. Yeah, it's like Godzilla or something. What's his name?
Regardless, Scissors about to show us a monster of a victory, taking us to game 5. Regardless, hold on. Goshogawara.
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 That's a hype name, honestly.
That is a cool name. I wonder what that means.
It's a fun name. That's a fun name to say. Goshogawara.
Goshogawara. Goshogawara.
Where are we putting Goshogawara?
Definitely. I think if Yamada-san is high, I think Goshogawara may be higher than Yamada-san. I think
that's true. I just think like that's, you know, like Yamada-san's right. That's gonna be, you know, gotta swim a fair amount of way, because I'm not seeing that big, you know, whale anywhere, right, on the screen. So bro's gotta swim a while away to go that super and then leave again.
I mean, there's like, you gotta wait for the current. You know, you gotta wait for the
wait for traffic.
Yeah. Do you know anything about underwater giganticism in mammals?
I know a bit of it. Isn't it to do with like the pressure?
Yeah, it's like how much energy they have to expend to move that much weight underground, or rather under the water. Excuse me, not underground, of course. Do you think Insert and Scissors are like pissed? Scissors right here, dude. Scissors all of a sudden needs one more hit and is about to make this awesome comeback here against Insert. This has been an amazing top 8 so far in this winner's side, bro. I was saying at the very beginning, I don't know if I've ever seen these two characters on the winner's side, let alone these players out here. Insert in our first ever winner's side of the Jeekly top 8. We're trying to be explosive, but we're trying to get to that winner's final side, man. But Scissors getting thrown here a bit in the corner.
Thrown indeed. We have that 100 tension, so we can make it tricky. We find that good old BRC or PRC JP. That's going to be a fair amount of damage. Talking about the rider dies. There's Yamada-san coming out yet again. One more hit to do a cross up. Not going to find its mark this time, but the far slash catch on the jump into the S Dolphin going to do it. Also, like, can you imagine, like, you know, you might be playing, you know, and you're nervous. It's top 8 winner side, you know, nerves are building up. You may be playing a little bit off tilt. You check the VOD, and we're just talking about underwater gigantism.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a very interesting topic, and I love sharing it with people because it is very cool. But what's also sick is that we're down to the last round in this last game here. Some unique players up here in this top 8, but only one can move on. Scissors here, lower in HP, but still has a lot of resources to fight with. Insert trying to up back to get away from this Anji pressure, but an amazing light confirm takes the main to the corner, uses the wild assault to cancel out the burst, but not enough to kill.
Not enough. I was like, do we see the Orca? No, just keep doing. We find the tap dust. Is this going to be enough damage? It is May, but we do have Anji guts. Just gotta watch out for it. Just watch out for the parry, but the 2P gonna take it, and that is Scissors.
Here we go, guys. No strangers to these Jeekly top 8s. It's going to be Paragon's Jack. Jack wasn't here at the last bracket. My man was over playing at Risk, and my man won it first out of 57 entrants. I think it was a gold event for AWT, so we're still trying to get some points out here. Jack, a professional in Guilty Gear Strive. But right now we're fighting up against Pedrito and terribly strong ABBA out here. One of the toughest that you're going to fight in these NA brackets. Getting a back throw out here. Nice stuff routing around this low JR, trying to build it back up. But Jack using that gun to get out of the corner, but the burst has to come out.
Yeah, one of the things I'm wondering if it's how Pedrito's kind of move around it or work around it is the Happy Chaos matchup for ABBA is fairly difficult to deal with. I mean, we're seeing Pedrito work around it wonderfully here, but are we going to be able to keep up this level of play against the player of Jack's caliber on that Happy Chaos?
I like Jack's caliber. It sounds like Excalibur, but like there's something there. Like Jack's Excalibur or something. Yeah, there's something there. Oh, the 5V connects. Chat, you gotta help us on that one, man.
That's the name.
What would you say that again? I'm sorry, homie. I keep interrupting. You said, what's the name?
Yeah, Jack hops on Grand Blue. That's the name right there. Jack's Caliber.
Yeah, dude, Jack's Caliber is going to be Season 5 with the Bikini Battle Pass DLC skin over at Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Dude, real quick, I need to comment on the fact that Pedrito was actually the one to get that first round, right? You see Jack on the screen, sometimes you get comfortable, you think, okay, my boy's got this, right? It's not that simple. I did just compliment the fact that he got first place at Risk last weekend. And he has won a lot of Jeeklys, I think 20 plus at this point. But you can't count out players like Pedrito, especially explosive characters like this ABBA. Getting that first round, trying to get another, but Jack with this hard knockdown is going to be a hard place from this point on.
Yeah, one thing about that Deus Ex Machina that's a little bit of a silver lining for Pedrito is it does build back so much burst, and that's something Happy Chaos does kind of like as a character, is just build back a fair amount of burst. We have it in our back pocket now. Unfortunately, we don't have that 100 tension, so if we're going to gamble, it is with our life on the line. We do have that burst as well. Jack just going to choose to keep the distance, and there's that cursor locking onto us, and that's going to be Jack taking the first game.
Awesome stuff here from Jack, man. But Pedrito getting that first round, I don't think you can count out this ABBA. I mean, especially because it's first to 3. We got a long set out here. And sometimes it can be about checking Jack a couple times. Pedrito, if we can, in these first couple games here, find a couple setups that Jack's having trouble with, a couple spacing traps that Jack's maybe not ready for, and then we just start taking advantage of that, right? Because ABBA's going to hit you no matter how ready you are for it, with fast RCs, with excellent piloting. So Pedrito's just got to find some ways to win that neutral. But until then, Jack, catching your backdash, that JR slowly whittling away. Deus Ex building up in time for Jack to get this hard knockdown, positive bonus.
Yeah, have a little bit of time left on that JR, so unfortunately that forces us to be -10 a bit later than that wake up. So Jack has a bit more time. Had to spend that burst though, because Pedrito was starting to get that momentum going. We have that full ammo refund. Well, I mean, we're not even going to need it. That's the round.
Oh man,
there's that
double
J2K.
Goomba. Dude, that's crazy. Jack was able to link 2 together, ready to get this gunshot follow-up after, but no focus. You can't keep the guns up.
Our focus has returned, but oh, we're actually able to get a route off that, so that's going to be a nice wall break, get that full JR gauge on the side of Pedrito. Unfortunately, we don't have 50 tension here, but we do that positive bonus. Jack going to be able to disengage with that curse, though. So now suddenly, even though we do have that full JR, it's still looking all Jack, because Happy Chaos just excels at making you block and just kind of draining out that JR timer.
Oh man.
We have that curse applied. Okay, we go for that burst. Okay, nice burst on the side of Jack, forcing Pedrito to force uninstall. So now we have no meter, no tension, no burst, sorry, and no JR. So now we just need to hold it out and find a spot, but we can't. And that's going to be Jack. Moving on 2-0, needs one more game to move on to that winner side position to fight Scissors.
Sorry, Medicaid. Unironically thinking there.
You're good. I was looking at my apple juice.
Look at dude, why are you sipping on the apple juice? No way. Pedrito, by the way, pulling out the Kai here. So if you guys are uninitiated, Pedrito, of course, having the name Pedrito_Kai. So a little confusing when you see your man over here on the ABBA. But I think my man was OG on the Kai. You guys actually have to, I mean, Pedrito Kai at that point is before even my time, so. But we'll see what we got here. Good stuff, Jack. Getting some good hits here on this HC. Pedrito trying to get that spacing out with this far slash after, man.
Able to get that stun dipper. Oh, we tried to go for the tap dust, but we didn't have the meter for it. So unfortunately going to get punished by Jack. For our efforts, you're going to be able to get a wall break burst building back up on the side of Pedrito. We saw we had spent it, but it's almost immediately back. Going to be back in stock for next round. Yeah, that wall splat going to be able to get us refunded, but I mean, Jack on set point. It's a one more game to close it out and move on 3-0. It's a nice 5P to get us started, forcing Pedrito to spend out that burst.
Pedrito, yeah, needs to get around here on this Kai. We got a good start here with that shock state applied, and then that counter hit after. Jack getting a little comfortable here, was trying to press out of that corner, and I love the immediate respect that Jack gives. I love that. Jack getting caught there, getting counter hit, saying, okay, my bad, let me give you some respect, and it gave Pedrito that time to get that really deep Foudre arc after. Bro, we've been running pressure non-stop for the past 10 seconds here. You get one counter hit like that against Jack, and then Pedrito was able to go for some deep, fake stuff, closing out that round, but still set point for this Happy Chaos.
Yeah, just trying to find a way to close it out, but 2S being the answer to beat J2K. Hold on.
Oh no. Just a raw counter close slash starter there. Catching Pedrito. The stun dipper kept safe with that PRC. Actually catching Jack with that delay 2K.
Catching Jack with that throw as well. We have 100 tension. Yeah, you see Pedrito just kind of wait for that YRC. Pedrito on the board. Actually, hold on, we got caught.
Okay, we got a set on our hands here. Pedrito with the last minute Q4 swap to the Kai actually paying off, and we got a game on our hands. I think maybe, you know, of course, I'm seeing 100 tension on the side of Jack. Of course, I don't see the inputs. I'm not gonna pretend like I know. I'm wondering, like, maybe that was like a delay YRC. Like, that was so delayed that it ended up like you know, coming out and not coming out or something. I'm not actually sure, but Pedrito gonna take that one. Able to get that one counter hit in that last game was enough to get Jack really respecting that pressure. I don't know if you're gonna get that convenience again. You're gonna have to earn it again out here against Jack.
Yeah, and I mean, right now, Jack's making you work for it as you're being sent through that wall yet again. Life already under 30%. Guts starting to take effect. Yeah, that's going to be Jack on set point yet again, so long as we don't drop the combo, and there it is. Chooses not to go for that super. You know, you don't want to build your opponent back too much burst. Pedrito still needs to wait for a bit for that to be back on deck.
Going to be able to catch out Jack being too active there on that 5P, though. Using that burst to get some distance back. definitely, you know, Jack probably feeling a decent, you know, enough pressure here against Pedrito at this point to where you're seeing some early bursts. You're seeing some, I don't know. I don't want to call them cracks, but, you know, Jack out here showing that, hey, we can get hit. We can get this pressure ran on us. But right now, we're running the pressure of our own, and we're getting some awesome mix off of it. Pedrito stuck here in that hard knockdown loop. You got to get an answer to get out of it.
Luckily, we do have that burst. So if we can find a spot, we can get out. But Jack's, of course, going to be cognizant of that. Yeah, and there goes that 5P burst. Not going to be baited, but we're just going for the Deus Ex Machina. And we get caught, and that is going to be Jack. Moving forward to winners finals with a 3-1. Pedrito putting on a hell of a fight there, swapping over to that Kai. Welcome everybody to the losers side of the Jeekly 78. We got Rush's own Wild, that's my player right there. And then we got Lasagna Slayer repping that Goldlewis as always on that YoKai, which Jeek, you know, as much as I seed team kills, it's either that or it's this. It's either that or it's us versus each other. It's got to be one of them.
I was about to say, I'm actually looking at the bracket now, and I don't think we could have a YoKai team kill. Wait, isn't insert YoKai? Oh, fuck.
Yes. No, I don't think so.
Wait, never mind. No, he isn't. Okay, point is, guys, I'm sorry. Sorry, we're talking about the rest of the bracket, but we should be talking about this round right here, Lasagna Slayer. Finishing off that one with that super. I do want to shout Lasagna Slayer entering a lot of these brackets, supporting and supporting the scene. Big shouts to Wild, also very, I mean, just a positive dude. I'm gonna give it a buck, man. Seeing this guy in some of the offlines. Okay, a little chunky out here. Wild respecting that burst after. We'll see what we got here. Trying to FD back this Goldlewis.
Yeah, that risk kind of starting to build up. Unfortunately, we do get clipped. A lot of these stray hits are not what we're looking for. While trying to spend that deflection just to find an escape, we do find it. Unfortunately, not able to get too big of a punish here. We do find one. Gonna be able to build that 50 meter, just decides to keep the corner. He tries to go for a little bit of a run up throw, able to find that 6B as well. And then, decides to knock her with a super either. We're keeping the meter for the post wall break.
We're going to burn it down out here, but that Giovanna privilege can get up close to you for a minute, and I love that timing using the YRC to kind of nullify that super advantage a bit. It is like at the cost of your tension, but at least you have some, you know, what's the word, authority, choice. Now, Lasagna Slayer does get a chance to call out that drone, threatening the danger bonus. Wild with a well-timed throw. Goes for the meaty cross-up after Lasagna Slayer going down that round, but has that burst advantage.
Amazing job by Wild, forcing that burst out from Lasagna Slayer. But unfortunately, we do get counter-hit by that Behemoth. No route from it, and we're able to just keep our pressure going off of that whiffed Behemoth. Okay, but now we're starting to 6P these Spiral Arrows, getting a little bit too eager with them.
Ooh, whoa, that was, oh no, Wild went for possibly the flex shield or maybe like a back throw input or something, and unfortunately was getting Wild Assault there. Lasagna Slayer was about to, dude, Lasagna Slayer was about to get a Twitter clip with that one fast PRC BT that unfortunately dropped, but was able to close it out after. I think that dropping actually made this deflect shield situation even happen in the first place, or, you know, lack of deflect shield, if you catch my drift. We're going to game 2 out here, Lasagna Slayer getting that first one, but I mean, I don't know, man. We're going back and forth there. I couldn't pick any favorites quite yet.
We've seen so many reverse sweeps. We've seen so many comebacks tonight. You know, it'd be a remiss to, you know, count anybody out, especially in this top 8. Lasagna Slayer though playing very well so far, getting that burst out from Wild early. Oh, Wild trying to just. Oh.
You got it, Medikit. You got it, homie. It's your boy. It's your boy, man. Hype him up.
It's my boy. All right, I'm trying to. That is so much damage, though, but it's A-okay. You know, you put Wild back to the wall. You're gonna, you know, you can't put Wild back to the wall right there. You know, it's gonna get a little bit wild, get a little bit crazy up in here, especially as you get hit by that throw. And again, this strike throw is crazy. That backdash gets caught, and that is Wild. Not able to get it as the burst does, the super does get bursted, and oh.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Man, Lasagna Slayer coming out here saying, I'm trying to tame this Wild.
I didn't see the burst start up. but it's a-okay, Jeek. It's just tied up. You know, we're just making it interesting.
Yeah, we're just making it fun out here. Oh, there's that JD. They nerfed that, by the way. It still does what it does.
Okay, just respecting that drone a little bit. We get a trade, which does bring us back to neutral. We get that nice counter hit. We have that 100 tension.
Honestly,
watch out. Yeah.
That trading medikit is freaking crazy, bro. That's actually insane. I bet Lasagna Slayer was like actually cursing under his breath there. Like, what the hell? 5D connects.
That's wild, claiming that round. I'm not even gonna try to call like a round like being over before I say anything, like before it like the last hit actually comes out. I've been wrong too many times.
I've been down this path before.
I've played these games before.
I've been here. It's another day, another Jeekly. You like my voice?
Another.
Sorry.
Another strike, another throw. We end up beating the burst. There it is. Wild tying up the set with a perfect. And while we're in between games, I'm going to do a quick little check, quick little refresh of the page. I'm seeing 30 codes that still need to be claimed. You know, we're still under that 50% claim, you know, rate. So go ahead, start claiming those codes. Hopefully we can get it to 100%. Get all 30 of them remaining for our players. Go ahead, eat your vegetables, claim your codes.
I was going to say, guys, if you don't claim all the codes, I will actually have to delete the Discord. So I'm very sorry about that one. We'll have to delete the Discord tonight if I don't have all codes claimed by 11:59. Maturino actually said that, and they have written that in blood and sent it to me via a box in a river. Here we go. Wild. Looking good here with that 2S counter hit. He's going to be sending Lasagna Slayer through this wall here. We got full security. We got 50 tension to fight back with. Tried to go for that BT, bro, but that Beyblade was a little too high. Wild catching that whiff. Didn't get that follow-up, so on a little bit of HP here, Lasagna Slayer still fighting it out.
Still fighting it out. Unfortunately, a bit too eager on that throw. We've seen Wild represent a lot of those, you know, quick little dash-up throws, so Lasagna Slayer trying to be a bit preemptive with it. Unfortunately, ended up getting punished, but in a preferable situation now, I mean, especially with that counter hit, that's going to be a fair amount of damage.
Using that tension to get this distance from that Goldlewis, man, but at what cost? It's going to be that clip. It's going to be that overhead, and with the wall damage already so high, Wild going right through it. The White Wild Assault giving up that turn, but was trying to catch Wild being maybe a little too preemptive on the round starts. No, actually, we're just going to keep the pressure simple. Fish for one dog kick counter hit, and now we're sending Goldlewis through the wall.
I mean, life totals are still even. Even after this wall break, I think they're still even.
Well, with 50 tension on Wild side, well, both players actually having that 50 tension. Positive bonus cranking for Wild. PRC, BT to push back this Giovanna, spending burst on each side. 100 tension comes out. I think Wild's been doing a really good job of playing in the air against Goldlewis. You know, it can be kind of hard sometimes trying to fight some of those air normals, specifically that, what is it, the JS, I think is what I'm thinking of.
And there it is, Wild taking that second game. And yeah, you're talking about Wild playing very strong in the air against this Goldlewis, and I think specifically it's a lot of those drone situations that we're seeing Wild play very smart. I mean, specifically here, you know, seeing Wild just give up a little bit of space. You know, Lasagna Slayer really didn't have the resources to kind of push the advantage after that drone. But we also see, like, when we had that 100 tension, just sending that dive kick in the air.
And I see those codes getting claimed, by the way. I appreciate y'all. The Discord may not be deleted if y'all can continue that that hard work and diligence. So thank you very much. Please keep supporting your country. Wild out here, getting caught by that JD, but ready with the gold burst after. Lasagna Slayer still in the corner, but this time we got 100 tension on the side of this Geo.
Yeah, just returning back to this strike throw pressure. We have the 100 tension, we find the top dust, and that is going to not be enough. One more hit will seal the deal. Lasagna Slayer most likely going to save the burst here. And actually, one one little known, or one kind of, I guess, advantage of if we can close out this round is the fact that this round is taking a bit longer. Potentially lets Wild, you know, get that burst back, but unfortunately we're going to lose the round off it.
Now, you were able to get that burst back.
This is true.
Now, Lasagna Slayer able to get that last round. Of course, down in games total, Wild does have that advantage. But we're going back and forth in the rounds, man. This looks like an awesome matchup. A little bit of a lower matchup, by the way. I'll keep it a buck. I'm not actually entirely certain about the Giovanna Goldlewis pairing. I don't know if you can educate me, but Wild right now looking good at the corner.
Goldlewis is like Gio's boss, I guess. So this is just like a workplace dispute. Someone ate the food in the fridge type deal.
Oh man. Dude, Wild is so comfortable about meeting Goldlewis in the air, bro.
And that far slash gonna seal the deal. We're on a game 5. Only one player will remain in this moving forward after this next game. I mean, both these players playing so strong. I am just a little bit biased. Getting into this last round here. A little bit of a trade to start us off while trying to find a whiff punish off that 486, but we're not finding it just yet. We find a nice counter hit with the dog dart though. Tried to run up just a bit too late, you know, got punished by that drone, forced us to spend that burst, but we're still in a pretty good situation here. One thing, Jeek, that I've noticed as well is Wild's been finding a lot of these kind of throw loop situations and just really profiting.
Nice stuff using this super. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm just gonna break the fourth wall. You caught me my pants down. I'm keeping it a buck. My pants are on the ground. Wild right here. Try to get that 2H link after, bro, but was too far out and couldn't get it. Gonna try to keep the dog kick pressure after, but Lasagna Slayer churning that butter on hit gets the round.
One more round and needed for Lasagna Slayer, but Wild's definitely not going to make it easy. Just got to potentially change up how we're playing. We find the nice 6P, keeping Lasagna Slayer in that corner. Burst going to be building back up for Lasagna Slayer shortly.
Now we got 100 pension on the side of Wild and no HP on the side of Lasagna Slayer, bro. Dog, Jeekly 78 been the home of game 5s tonight. Guys, if you want Wild to win, let me hear you. Lasagna Slayer fans, you gotta rejoice now. Your favorite player is gonna come out today. Who's it gonna be?
We'll have to see Wild trying to go for that cross up. Everybody gets one, but Lasagna Slayer blocking it out successfully. We have enough meter. If we get clipped once, that'll be it, and that's gonna be Wild. Unfortunately, losing that game 5 last round situation. Lasagna Slayer gonna be moving up.
How are we going? Damn it. Guys, start the match over. I'm just kidding. How are we going? Okay, I actually was unironically trying to come in there, and I actually messed up twice in a row. How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the Jeekly 78. We're out here on the loser side of the bracket. It's going to be RedIAmNot up against Lakey. Now, I'm just going to call it out. RedIAmNot, multiple grand finalists out here in the Jeekly, but unfortunately, they're coming in on that loser side of top 8. So already, unfortunately, at a disadvantage if you're a RedIAmNot fan, and they're going to have to go through Lakey. Definitely another favorite, recently going up to grand finals as well. I think it was Jeekly 76, but one of them is going home after this round, after this set.
Is a good old way to start us off. Actually, I don't think I'd seen Red do that setup before, where you do that like just the behemoth into the burn it down. But Lakey, unfortunately that route's dropping, but we do find a nice counter hit, but the route drops yet again. Red's gonna be able to take a nice advantage of that and go for that good old corner pressure situation, forcing that drone with those plus frames. We find nothing as Lakey's defense is airtight. but unfortunately went for that DP yet again. That burst gonna get baited. We did build that meter just enough. There we go. I promise you I can speak.
I was having trouble as well, so no worries, my man. So one thing I want to call about Lakey out here, right? So Lakey, of course, big Baiken connoisseur, right? In this bracket alone, earlier in the bracket, spoilers if you didn't watch it, Lakey pulled out the Asuka when his back was to the wall. Right now, showing you Unika, right? So many characters in this toolbox here for Lakey. Just need to get those rounds under our belt. RedIAmNot, of course, like one of the Goldlewis's top 3, arguably top 1 at times, and maybe even now. So you got to get through, a very strong player out here.
And I mean, that's one thing as well. It's kind of a battle of two very, different styles, I guess, right? Because when I think of Red, I think of like a Goldlewis kind of like character specialist, even though I do know Red has a Nago. But I mean, like, we're seeing Lakey pull out so many, as you're talking about, the toolbox of characters. So it's kind of just a battle of two different mindsets.
The projectiles here. I like what Lakey's doing. Like, of course, you don't want to just run right into that drone, but Lakey also being preempted with the projectiles as well. So Red can't just run up to you for free. In fact, Lakey looking pretty good here with that. I think was that the 6S. The point is using that to get the counter hit to call out Red's drone, call out the startup. Lakey looking really good here in this round. One more hit to finish our food. It's the Daughter Dipper getting a perfect. Great stuff, Lakey.
The gun dipper closing, sealing it out. It not only closed it out in the combo, but I mean, if you see in the neutral here, we just spaced out that good old behemoth with the gun dipper as well, so it starts the same way as it ends.
I gotta say, man, like, Unika hitting buttons, like her combos, don't they look awesome? Like, I don't know, like, a lot of them are follow-up attacks, of course. If you guys aren't familiar, Unika has a follow-up, so a lot of her slash and heavy slash normals, right? So she's able to do those, those unique forward moving normal moves. But they look awesome, man. They look so cool. The routes look sick. Unfortunately, it sucks when I'm getting hit by them, but Lakey looking pretty good. I like spectating them, I'll say.
Okay, just watching out for that drone. Yeah, we're just spacing it out perfectly with that laser. Immediately Red back to the wall yet again. We had to fight so hard to get out of here last time. Again, just spacing out these behemoths so well. We have enough meter, going to be able to go for that enhanced. Oh, no, we went for the DP there, actually. Maybe didn't expect it to wall break. But regardless, we have 50 tension to make it count. Going for that stagger, that overhead, not going to find it smart, but we do find the 2S, and that is a perfect to move us up on the to be ahead, I guess, in this set. Amazing indeed, finding a nice 6P counter hit. Again, just feels like just Red just has to hold all of this, because the second we were able to fight our way out, just got hit by that 6P, by that correct option.
Lakey here getting a second game on the board. All of a sudden, showing us, I'm being educated about this Lakey Unika. I've seen it a couple weeks now at this point, but I'll admit that I don't know the full scope of how long Lakey has been investing time into this character. Like, I don't know if this is just like a for fun third and dairy, right? Or is this a hard call out for
third and dairy?
Is this a hard call out for Goldlewis, or is the Unika got the sauce? I will say that right now we are up 2-1. We're looking pretty good so far against RedIAmNot.
Yeah, and I mean, if we do feel like we need to swap back to, again, our other toolbox of characters, we do have that game to make the decision as well. But we might not need to. I mean, sorry.
You got no medikit. I'm sorry. Here, can we hug virtually?
Yes.
I won't talk over you again. I'm sorry. You forgive me?
I do.
Okay, Red, I'm not looking good here.
If I talk over you again, you can kill me. You have my permission.
All right.
And if I'm like, Medikit, please don't kill me, just remind me that I gave you permission.
Yeah, I have the contract written in blood. It's right next to the Maturino one. Unfortunately, not able to get a super there. So, I mean, Lakey has a chance to fight it out. But that counter hit's definitely what we're looking for. RedIAmNot taking us to game 5. And, I mean, Jeek, this is what I was talking about earlier. I'm wondering if we are going to see a swap to maybe some of the character we might be a little more comfortable with, like that Baiken, right? And this is the character that I think we all know Lakey for. I'm just going to be curious to see if we see that or we just stay on that Unika.
Lasagna Slayer did say in the chat, this matchup is so bad for Goldlewis, lol. And then Ant says another 3-7 for Goldlewis. So, first off, shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. I see Ant, I see Itistoday. Of course, Lasagna Slayer. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Lasagna Slayer here in the chat as well. Guys, you're here just in time because we're in game 5 here. I was hyping up these players earlier. Both of them have what it takes to be up here threatening to win this tournament in grand finals, but one of them has to log off after this. Who's it going to be? RedIAmNot getting guard crush looped here a bit in the corner. Lakey building up that tension. Hasn't gotten that 50 tension for... Oh, okay, just got it in time. Another RC comes out.
Yeah, that risk is so high. This should do it. If we can find one more hit, it will. Red just has to hold all of it. Yeah, and we're able to find that projectile Lakey on set point.
Oh, I love that clash right there. Red was ready with the 2P after slamming that P normal. Clash canceling it into itself like a Gatling. Some projectiles are tempering this Goldlewis a bit, keeping them in the corner. Red does have their burst, has some tension here, but Lakey still able to get the 6P after. That's crazy.
Crazy indeed. Was able to backdash that good old drone. They see that the hits getting eaten up.
That follow-up attack catching out Red, but at this point you're at kill percent. Oh my god, that fast RC, the security after. I don't even think we didn't have the cancel. We still had the cancel in our back pocket, dog. I think Red could have done that without tension. So we're evening up the rounds. We're going down to the last one here. It could be either player. Lakey with a good start here in this last round.
We're able to get that backdash though. Red, this is all we need to get started. We end up catching the backdash with that 486 as well. We have that meter built up. We end up blocking the cross up. So might not be able to secure it out. Lakey is able to get back to that neutral state. I mean, where we've just been seeing Lakey dominate. Able to find that overhead yet again. We need one more clean hit to get us going, but okay, a couple of straight 5P hits, not letting Red get the advantage. We end up RCing that good old gun dipper. We need one more clean hit to do it, Jeek.
Oh my god, Red going for the jump up forward to try to get out of that projectile pressure. Having a hard time here to get out. Lakey using that 50 tension to keep it going, but we got a second. Okay, nice, gets the counter hit. Red with 50 tension here, needs one more hit, but you can't make a single mistake. Lakey could take it with 2P or even chip damage, but no, it's the overhead and a very scrambly last round. One last hit could take it for either player. It was Lakey coming out on top. Now we're in losers quarters at this point. Wow, White Wallace All Round Star called this season 3. It's going to be insert up against Lasagna Slayer. Another strong Goldlewis here in the bracket. But here on that loser side, every player who loses at this point, this is the last time you're going to see them. And you're not yet in the prize pool yet, right, Medikit? If you get in the 4th is how you get into that $250 prize pool. It means you have to win this round. It's the behind the back Yamada-san back shot combo. Great stuff here from insert.
Yeah, choosing to keep that corner, especially if we do have that 50 tension, so we can just force a mix. But we're going to go ahead and go for that reversal, not catch due to the backdash, but are still getting that pressure going. Baits the YRC, and there's no burst to save insert, and it's going to be Lasagna Slayer taking that first round in a little bit of a nail biter.
Definitely taking turns back and forth, showing what we got to cook with here. But we're in Hell's Kitchen, man, and we're only in season 1. Actually, no, we're still in the opening credits, bro. We still got We got a couple more sound effects to go. Does anyone know what the fuck I'm saying, by the way? Oh my god.
I actually don't.
Good, perfect lasagna Slayer. I'm gonna watch this clip back and be like, Jeek, you're so stupid, dude. Just shut the fuck up.
It's Avarice asks, does 10 watch streak warrant some predictions?
I think that's fair. I could start doing some predictions. Medikit, if I make you a mod, can you do the predictions? Do you know how?
I know how to do a prediction. Yeah, I can do them if you.
Can you do it from Twitch chat? Can you just type something in Twitch chat and then I'll mod you from there? And
yeah, I need a hold on. Hi. I'm just gonna be on the Rush account. That's fine.
We won't do for the. Okay, there it is. Yeah. And then let me mod you, and then don't worry about it for this round. We'll do it for the next one, obviously, because we already saw what happened. Lasagna Slayer, of course, getting that first game. And if you're watching the VOD and you're like, what the hell are they talking about, guys? We stream all of these live over at twitch.tv/itsjeek. We don't just do our Guilty Gear Strive events. We also have our Sunday 2xKO events. So we'd love to have you for either of those. Whether you're watching the VODs, of course, I appreciate you. Or if you're watching live here on Twitch, thank you very much. Nice stuff here. Lasagna Slayer getting that wall splat with that 2 security minigun. But Insert with so much tension here gets that BRC slowdown follow-up.
And you know, for all of you watching the VOD, you know, I'd tell you to check out the Discord for all of the Jeekly events, but I mean, if Twitch chat doesn't claim all of these codes, you know, the Matcherino contract is written that Jeek will delete the server.
Great 5P there from Insert. Sorry, I had to interrupt that to talk about that great 5P from Insert, but yes, I will bring it back to highlight that Medikit is right. If you don't claim all the Matcherino codes, I will in fact delete the Discord, so there will be no more Jeekly events going on after this one, unless, of course, if you claim all of those codes. We really appreciate y'all, guys. I think there's still like 300 left in the match arena, so please go ahead and start claiming those.
Yeah, I think last we checked there was about 325, so hopefully, you know, you have a couple friends that can claim some codes.
Hopefully you got at least 324 grandmas. Oh my god, unfortunately couldn't get that scoop after, bro. Insert was just out of range of it. I love how Insert, not just in this round, this interaction you just saw, but in previous sets tonight, is really good at using Wild Assault to get those counter hit confirms.
Yeah, 100%. There's also, we're seeing Insert go for a lot of those burst baits that we did find. So we're going to see that Yamada-san, the ride or die, going to be sending Lasagna Slayer through the wall and through on to the next game. Getting that slash on screen, Insert tying it up 1-1.
Man, that was an insane last sequence there. I mean, I even didn't get to catch it all in the replay, right? Because Insert started off this situation with the wall break in the first place, and fishing with that, I don't know the exact normal, I think that 6S was able to get that first 6S hit in the first place. I like that, man. I love when characters have unique anti-air options like 6S's or, you know, some of these niche normals, and people are using them and they're getting good hits with them. That's so good stuff there to Insert. And by the way, thank you, Avarice. That's actually insane. 10 watch streak. That's actually crazy. That means you watch 2xKO. And that means you watch all the offlines. It's actually insane, by the way. That's actually crazy. I didn't highlight that. Thank you.
Also, it's a 10 watch streak recently, so it's the offlines, it's the academy, it's 2xKO, and it's the G.
Damn, it's actually the whole gauntlet. Oh my god. Excuse me. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Come back, you know, hopefully you'll be here for inevitably when Dainsleif is ran, right? No.
Dude, that game looks kind of cool. Is that game out, by the way?
It's so cool.
I'm confused.
It's not. It's on you go to the Patreon, and once you're a member, you get the download.
Oh, what do you get, like the nightly build or something?
Yeah, you get it. Well, like Patreon just is getting the plus builds. I think the one that's out now is like the original version or something.
Okay. How many characters are in it? Like, is it like a playable game? It's like a demo. Isn't it like an alpha? It's like an alpha. It's like not even a game yet, right?
Yeah, but it's like actually playable.
But you can,
like,
okay.
You can just play it.
Okay.
Like the local I sometimes go to will sometimes run like S-Lab side bracket.
Oh, that's actually kind of insane. Oh, nice stuff. Seeing that burst right there, dude. Insert has been a burst baiter this set, bro.
I'm actually gonna look up how many characters are.
Yeah, that game looks really pretty. It's called S-Laf, if you guys know. ESLAF. Is that what it is? It's really pretty.
Well, it's not even out yet, and it has It might have more characters than 2XQ.
Yeah, it's like an indie game. It's got that chonky girl in it. You guys know that chonky FGC girl? Nice BT there, dude. Lasagna Slayer running up saying, kiss this, bro. Oh, my God. Slamming you down with that BT, running you down the screen, bro. That was a violent one to end it off. Insert. I mean, Insert pretty healthy there, right? Like, had a decent amount of HP, but, I mean, we're talking about Behemoth Typhoon out here, bro.
Indeed, indeed, and that's Lasagna Slayer up 2-1 right now, trying to get to that top 4 payout position. I mean, Insert making a valiant effort to try to get into that top 4 as well, trying to secure a little bit of that payout, a little bit of that 257.25, as brought to you by not only Jeek, but for the minimum prize pool, but also all of you wonderful contributors out here in the Twitch chat, in watching, getting us to this insane number. As I say that, another code gets claimed. Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome stuff. That's what that. If you guys have like watched the VOD, by the way, and you see that plus 25 cents, and you're like, "What the hell is that?" That's someone like clicking claim code that's watching the stream live, which is cool. So every time that goes up, that's a good thing. But don't look at that. Look at this nice red RC after Lasagna Slayer. Gonna keep that burst. I mean, at this point, man, I think you just hold it in your back pocket. We'll have to see. I'm not gonna backseat out here. We're gonna use that S Dolphin red RC to stay on top of this Goldlewis, catching your backdash with 2K. And then 6S finishes it off. Even if that one didn't hit, Insert was ready with that Dolphin to keep that turn going. Gets that perfect here.
Yeah, and that's going to be a wonderful counter hit to get us started. Get that wall break. That is a fair amount of damage, especially on Goldlewis. But I mean, again, Lasagna Slayer holding that burst in our back pocket. I just hope that we don't hold it for too long here. As I mean, Insert's just looping that positive bonus. We got to use the burst at some point.
Ooh. Didn't spend that second security yet, keeping it for a hit confirm. You could have Hail Mary and sent it all, but Lasagna Slayer very patient there, and I like that. And it pays off, right? Because look at that. Now you have that level 2 drone, essentially just won you the neutral here. If you had won that round off of that, that would have been insane. Saving that drone, saving that security to get the level 2 drone, and then winning the round right after. Now the round ain't over. So either player's game here, and in fact, Insert has your back to the wall. Try to get that trade hit on the JD. This May has you cornered still.
We're able to find that counter hit. We have full security gauge. You're able to spend that minigun, just burn out all of that life, trying to crush the guts. The Flex Shield's able to come out on the side of Insert, but we get that back throw, and that's going to be Lasagna Slayer clawing back that round from the jaws of defeat, really. It's going to be bringing us to set point. One more round is all we need to move on into that top 4 position.
I love these fuzzy jumps here from Lasagna Slayer. Was able to jump that last throw to win the round, and then right here, you see it in the neutral. He's doing those up backs here. Doesn't want to get called out by a 6S S Dolphin. Of course, doesn't want to get thrown in the middle of a tick throw setup or anything like that as well. But dude, that's 6S. Is that 6S, by the way, guys? I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Insert is using that normal as such a great anti-air option. Taking out Lasagna Slayer, setting us through this wall, getting these hard knockdowns. Using that deflect shield really wisely, though, getting a lot of distance here from Insert and gets a counter hit after.
Okay, one more clean hit is all we need. We find that tap dust. We have the meter to make it hurt. Yamada-san should make it enough. Send us to a game 5, and there it is. I think most of Insert's games have been game 5s at this point, right?
Man, this is crazy, bro. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I think...
Oh, go ahead.
All 3 Insert stream games, I'm pretty sure, were game 5s, because... Hold on, I'm double checking myself right now. Yeah, 3-2 against Classified, 3-2 against Scissors, and now it's going to be game 5 against Lasagna Slayer.
That's why it's almost 11 p.m. and we haven't seen winners finals yet. Okay. Okay. Damn, we're looking like a 2XKO bracket out here as long as we're taking, but I think it's for good reason, bro. We've been having a lot of those game 5s. I even cut off one of the stream matches, so I'm very glad I did that in hindsight. We still ended up having to wait a little bit, so I appreciate everybody being patient and us figuring it out. Big shouts to Scissors over there winning the Backpack Brawl, by the way. But here we go, guys. We're in losers quarterfinals. Lasagna Slayer trying to take out it against Insert. The winner of this is guaranteed money in the pot. And, bro, I'm looking at that prize pool. And this match, actually, I'm going to keep it a buck. Medikit this match and the last one really do matter, right? Because you definitely want to get at least 4th place with that prize pool.
100% secure a little bit of that money that again can contribute to with the matcherino. I better see some clothes be claimed regardless. Insert gonna be able to not beat that burst. It was a little bit too ambiguous to know which side. Oh, that is rough if Insert forced to spend that burst. Life total is low enough where I can see it making sense, but unfortunately it might be a little bit of a hero. It ends up working out for us. Insert on set point.
Awesome stuff there, man. That could have been Lasagna Slayer's round too. It was either player's game. But it was Insert there, finishing his food, ending that last round, blocking it out and jumping at the perfect time against Lasagna Slayer, avoiding that grab, getting out of the corner, and now running our own pressure.
Oh my lordy lordy, that is holy damage. One more clean hit should do it for Insert, but I mean, Lasagna Slayer building that burst up, we might be able to get a second chance, a second lease at life. We do spend it, we do spend that burn it down as well.
The JD connects. Not even a counter hit, just a raw hit, but trying to bait out a tension usage there from Insert, a YRC possibly. And that pause in judgment or in choice selection is enough for Slayer to keep Insert in the corner and finish off that round. It's down to either player at this point, but the May with an amazing start is about to have 50 tension on the other side of this screen.
Yeah, that 5H counter hit might be the death knell for Lasagna Slayer's tournament run, but I mean, are we gonna try to fight our way out? Insert does spend 50 of that tension. We do block everything else so far. We're not getting opened up just yet. Okay, I wonder if we're gonna start seeing maybe that command throw be represented. We're able to jump out, able to just full send it. So now we have that drone set up, able to hit that JH, I want to say. Either one of the two.
Oh my god, we are trying to bait this burst so bad. Still able to get enough wall damage to get the splat after Insert keeps his burst, but at what cost? Tries to go for the gold burst to get that positive bonus. But Lasagna Slayer blocking, it doesn't come out. The burn it down comes out. We FD block out that super to stay alive. Try to get some distance back from this Goldlewis.
Okay, we find the throw, but I mean, Lasagna Slayer is building that tension back up. We get hit by the command grab, and that should seal the deal. Insert, after so many interaction after interaction after interaction where it could have gone either way, secures the loser quarterfinal victory. All right, we are into our next losers quarterfinals match. We have Lakey repping that Baiken on the left side of the screen, and then we have Pedrito Kai repping that Abba. The namesake is not there just yet, though we did see Pedrito rep that Kai against Jack. So we do know it is in the back pocket, but Pedrito starting us off very strong, opting to now go for the super, probably saving it for the post wall break. Yeah, we go for that door super.
You call it, Medic. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to steal your flow, but you're right. Pedrito going for that exact routing that you predicted, and it's paying off. 100 tension, full JR. Oh my god, the world's your oyster. Dude, okay, this kills, right? Because of all that JR.
Yeah, this 100% kills. Yep. If it didn't, I would have been emailing Daisuke.
It is Baiken. She is Japanese. But no, this time it is Pedrito taking out that round. Oh my god! Slingshot over your head, getting that mix. You're getting thrown around a bit here, buddy.
Oh my. Once that tether gets applied, you just cannot escape. But I mean, Lakey's just been so good at just putting you in these really weird scenarios. Like, again, they're just sending it full screen. Just sending it in general, as you see there with that BRC Ozansen. Okay, there we go. We find that counter hit 5H. Pedrito just kind of go for the standard Wild Assault combo, but we do have to watch out for the parry. That's why you did see that little bit of a delay with that flawless defense.
Good route here. Pedrito building up all that tension and taking you to the corner, sending you through. My god, Medi.
god, indeed. And there is one. It's sending out. Okay, I was gonna say Cthulhu, but like it's a-okay. I didn't need the Sea Door Super anyway.
Try to get that close slash dash cancel combo to keep Abba here in the corner. Pedrito spending that burst, being a little patient with it. And that may be what seals the round for us. Only needs one more hit to take it. It was actually 2 more hits. It was far slash and then 5H. Good stuff there. Pedrito closing out that first game. Showing us some cool stuff here on that ABBA. Pedrito definitely having a high APM both in the baby ABBA and definitely when he has that install going on. But, you know, I'm not a Baiken player, but I imagine Lakey is probably prepared in this matchup in some ways to look for unique opportunities to guard cancel that high APM, right? You know, we'll try to see. We'll see. We'll see what Lakey has in store for us. But Pedrito with a great start.
Yeah, and that's one thing as well that you do have to watch out for in this matchup is, again, that guard cancel parry can just ruin your day, especially in JR. But at the same time, if you bait one of those, you are actually like dealing minimum like 60%, 60-70%.
I mean, for sure. You're totally right, Medic. That's that risk reward. So these players aren't going to throw those options out willy-nilly. It's going to be all about the mind games. So that's why we love playing fighting games. If you're out here watching this bracket right now, you already know what I'm talking about. Good stuff right there. Lakey getting this perfect clapping back here against Pedrito. Pedrito, of course, getting that first game, but Lakey showing you I got a reason to be here also. I'm also trying to get into that prize pool, guys. You can still contribute, !Match Arena to claim those codes. The winner of this match gets at least 4th place and gets at least some of that cut.
Indeed, indeed. And I mean, Lakey making a case for why they should be the one, just immediately putting Pedrito back against the wall in a pretty dominant round here, and there's that parry to seal the deal.
The parry comes out. Lakey looking good with that one. That was a weird situation. I bet Pedrito didn't expect maybe that H-cab follow-up. Lakey was probably going to send it no matter what because we had the tension after to go for the red RC mix, of course, after the H-cab follow-up. But Pedrito dashing through the first one just probably just wasn't ready for it. Or maybe there was recovery frames, actually. You'd have to tell me about that, Medikid. I don't know how many recovery frames you have dashing forward on the ABBA, but great start here for Pedrito. The burst comes out from Lakey.
Hold up. Let me go ahead and tell you that at some point in the future, regardless. Right now, Lakey trying to just not give Pedrito a chance to escape, but we do find it. And there you go. We were talking about that, just that parry again. This one was a little bit different because it was just due to the far range. We didn't get the actual animation to play out, but still, it drains out that JR. So now Lakey's kind of, you know, world is your oyster, but not if Pedrito is able to escape by piercing that forced install into a slide.
Awesome meter management here from Pedrito. Getting the wall break, the positive bonuses start cranking up. But then you got all that blood to back you up as well. But Lakey with a good answer with that YRC, getting it just in time. Not choosing the FD, waiting, in fact, to keep that tension to get the YRC after. But despite that decision-making, Pedrito still, with a little bit of JR, was enough to get on top of Lakey and close out that round. Amazing counter hit, wild assault round here from Pedrito.
There's something I want to talk about that I saw that happened last round, which was you saw that tether applied and Pedrito just book it to the other side of the screen. And I think that was specifically to mess up a lot of like that JH timing. Like just to make it whiff. Okay, there it is. Get that tether reapplied, but Pedrito is ready for the throw, forcing that PRC to come out, get that 6P going. Nice wall. I actually surprised that wall splat. Regardless, it's going to be exactly like he's looking for. Get that positive bonus built back up so we can try to have burst ready for that next round, but not if Pedrito doesn't let us. The kind of saving grace here is that we don't have any JR, so we couldn't get the kill from here. So what we could see Lakey do is trying to, you know, leverage that 100 tension, but have to see if... Yeah, Pedrito's just able to get that JH falling. 6P is a little bit too... A little bit too slow.
Lakey staying alive there a little bit longer. Baiken is, in fact, I'm not even going to finish the sentence. But we are staying on that Baiken, right? I was complimenting Lakey earlier for having a tool belt of characters, right? Having the Unika and the Asuka in our back pocket. But no, we're staying on that Baiken. Pedrito being pretty comfortable about this pick. Tried to go for that slash normal after. Lakey was ready with that parry. But Pedrito still staying with this pressure, man.
Yeah, and you saw Pedrito use that tether to his advantage as he was able to, you know, go for that force uninstall, and because of that tether pulling Baiken back, go for just a normal, you know, 2S, 2H route as opposed to just only going for that Rekka and getting a little bit more of that JR back. Alright, go for that S tether yet again, but Pedrito is ready for it. Lakey blocking that hop kick, gonna be able to get us into a position here where, you know, Pedrito doesn't have any of that JR, so we can't really leverage a lot of those extremely strong mix-ups just yet. But regardless, I mean, we've seen Pedrito, you were talking about it before as well in a previous set, where Pedrito, even in this baby form, is extremely scary.
I mean, very active on with those defensive special moves that the baby Abba can afford you. And she does have some strong pressure, right? With those key grab loops in your face, you got to be ready with your FDs and your spacing answers after. Otherwise, Pedrito's going to take advantage of you. We're still on set point, but Lakey with a great answer in that last round.
Yeah, but that parry getting counter hit is not what we're looking for. You're going to see Pedrito get that 50 meter built up, so I'm wondering if we're going to see that door super, or maybe if Lakey's ready for it. No, we go for the other option, and it blocks the hop kick yet again. Pedrito maybe representing that a bit too much. Never mind, as I live and breathe. Pedrito finds another one, able to go for that super, and that should be Pedrito Kai. Seen Alt F4 coming out from Lakey. Pedrito qualifying for that top. Hello everybody, my name is Winners Finals, and I am here at the Jeekly 78. We got Jack on the left side of the screen repping that Happy Chaos with the Rebecca colors as usual, and then we got Scissors, who made a very clean fight in Winners semis against Insert in a 3-2 fashion to get here in the first place. Nice little whiff throw. Jack has no bullets, however. So Scissors going to be able to hopefully take advantage of that, not give Jack enough time to replenish that ammo. Okay, there's that 6-speed coming out. Jack not able to find a time, did at least get one in the chamber. But okay, there we go, able to find 3, but that 6-speed comes out. We do have 100 tension, so we can just try to send it if we need to, but unfortunately we do have curse applied, so we don't actually get that much actionable time. We just go for the reversal super, and I think Jack's there ready for it. Never mind, we got hit that clipped the backdash.
That was actually insane, Medikit, huh? Great stuff there from Scissors. Was in such a great spot resource-wise, on top of the fact that we were able to cancel that super to catch Jack's backdash. Great stuff. Scissors with an explosive round to follow up. Oh my god.
And that's going to do a fair amount of damage, immediately putting Jack on the back foot. No burst to speak of. We do have that positive bonus, so there's kind of staggering it out to build a little bit of that meter. We do find the hit, but we find the 5P. It's A-OK, and Scissors taking a perfect against Jack to move up 1-0 first game of Winners Finals. Who won? Pedrito, Lakey, insert? Pedrito.
3-1, right?
Yes, 3-1.
I think I misreported it at first as I think I misreported it first as 3-0. I changed it to 3-1. If that's still wrong, just let me know. I'll fix it out. I'm sorry. Guys, massive shit just happened. Scissors just got the first game against Jack, bro. Jack. Sometimes Jack wins the Jeekly and does not drop a single game. But tonight, honestly, a lot of people have been getting their licks in, bro.
Yeah, people have been putting work in. Jack, however, starting to run some pressure of their own. Okay, we got a couple. Okay, unfortunately, we did not get that wall break, but we do find the other. We do find the other bullets. Full chamber is locked and loaded. Okay, we do find that roll. Jack trying to even up this game quickly, trying to get to that grand finals position, but I mean, Scissor is putting on an amazing performance, but just maybe a little bit too eager with these throw attacks.
Nice stuff here from Jack, using that Wild Assault to keep the combo going, to try to, or rather, keep Scissors from bursting, but Scissors with a still able to make that burst connect. Jack still looking good here, though, with full HP, looping this combo after. The J2K connecting, I actually have no idea what side Jack was on that at that very end there. That was actually crazy. I'm going to have to see it in the replay. I don't think Scissors knew either, and that's why we got hit there. Great stuff to Jack.
I was looking, I'm like, even in the replay, I don't see anything. I'm like, hold on. Like, look, it's just, or even looking at the Twitch anyway on my phone, like, oh my. So I just realized
looks like it was the same side.
I forgot to do something very important.
Oh my god. Avarice already clicked away. Avarice said, fuck this stream.
Hold on. It's okay, because the score is even.
Oh, the score is even. Good point.
Fine. The score is even, so I can just do it now.
Well, there you go, guys. Get your votes in. Who are we voting for? Jack or Scissors? And now, Jack, I mean, let's keep it a buck, man. No offense to Scissors. Jack, like, the king of Guilty Gear's Drive, at least has been for years in this net play scene and in this offline scene. Again, just winning Risk last weekend, a gold AWT event. But Scissors getting that first game. We got to get some more, though. You can't just get one. You got to get three. And then you got to get three more in grand finals. We're only in winners finals, of course. Jack spending that burst to keep this Anji off of him. The roll connects, using the opportunity to get a lot of ammo back. And because you got that ammo, the 5D shot comes out.
Yeah, just in this looping pressure, put in the literal blender. She's going to be able to refill all our bullets, but unfortunately for Jack, it didn't actually route, so now Scissors going to be able to find a nice counter hit. Unfortunately for Scissors, it didn't route either, but we're still running our pressure in the corner here. Just got to be wary of that YRC.
Oh, what the hell? Dude, that double jump looked like rollback on my end. What the hell was that?
Yeah, hold on.
Did y'all see that? That shit looked like rollback. Was that a spectator thing? What was that? Scissors with some amazing movement to get us to this corner. Jack with the awesome BRC drift forward. Dude, that jump cancel was weird. Visually, that was weird, bro. Did y'all saw that shit?
Bro teleported into the air.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
But Jack just needs one more game to get into that grand finals position. But I mean, Scissors putting some work in, really making Jack work for it.
The burst comes out.
Jack's still getting these next hits, though, and using that Deus Ex to get a full reload after. Scissors. No!
I don't know how I'm going to edit this down. Maybe on the VOD, you probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. If you're watching live, of course, unfortunately, we had a little bit of a striver. So we're starting from scratch here. Unfortunately, maybe a little bit of wind left our sails, but despite that, there's still a lot of money in that prize pool. And you still got to play for the Lions' share of it. Now, every player you see on the screen at this point is already getting a slice of that money. It's just how big of a cut. Now, Jack, multiple-time winner here at the Jeekly, 20-plus times at this point. Can he do it again? Scissors getting one game already. We just got to get a couple more. But Jack, looking good with this Deus Ex Machina, is putting himself almost on set point, almost.
One more clean hit to do it. We're just going to use that curse, just start zoning out, burn that meter. Find a stray hit, especially with that curse applied. Scissors going to need to find a moment to find a way in. Unfortunately, you're not going to find it just yet. We're blocking everything out, though. Okay, no concentration. We do have a chance. We do just kind of spin it out. We need to find one clear hit. We do find our way in to at least start running pressure, but that 2S is going to catch that butterfly startup. And that is Jack on set.
Yeah, Jack is the king of finding those opportunities, the 2P, 2K, and 2S. Basically any quick normal of Happy Chaos to get out of those weird situations, especially when all you need is one more hit to close out that round. No focus
but able to still dance around the screen, play that anime fighter nooch to build up that focus in time. Nice wall bounce combo start up there from Scissors, but Jack was ready with the burst.
Okay, yeah, we got that back throw. So now it could be the time Scissors needs to start this comeback. But I mean, we'll have to see if we're able to keep it up. Jack has been able to fight out. I mean, we don't have the really resources, but nice little back throw on the side of Jack. Suddenly, it's looking all Scissors now, especially with that spin. We're still fighting our way through it on the verge of potentially a game 5.
Strong stuff, Scissors. I see a lot of Scissors fans there in the chat. Everybody rooting for our Anji out here. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Not trying to root against Jack, but definitely the people's champ, the underdog here. But Scissors has what it takes. Spinning through this HC, the PRC to keep it safe, but that Goomba stomp all the way from the top ropes. Jack getting that 2D counter hit after. We're looking good on the side of this HC. Not enough to kill, but a lot set up.
Yeah, we've been in the same situation before. Okay, we're able to bait the throw. Okay, no, the combo drops. Okay, hold on. This might just, yeah, okay, that tap dust comes out. That is Jack in grand finals. Scissors, unfortunate with that combo drop near the end. Wasn't able to make full use of that counter hit, allowing Jack to kind of reverse the situation and move on.
If you're watching the VOD, appreciate you. Hit that sub button, subscribe, comment, do all that shit. It actually does help, no joke. But if you're watching over here on Twitch, make sure you get those votes in for who's going to win. You only got like a minute. Is it going to be Pedrito here on this ABBA? Also has that pocket Kai if we need to pull it out up against Insert in the God run in this top 8. Our first top 8 in the Jeekly, but an impressive one nonetheless. Already guaranteed at least 4th place, but can we get more?
We'll have to see indeed, and I mean, we're already forcing Pedrito out of that JR. We do have that 50 meter to play with, so we might see a YRC, but I mean, May, you know, uniquely good at baiting out those YRC, but Pedrito just extending that combo, gonna be able to get enough meter at RC and secure the kill. Wall break, gonna be able to do it, secure the first round for us.
Now, both these characters, as cute as they may look, are absolute gorillas in the cage, okay? Now, the Zookeepers cannot keep these two down. Nice back throw there from Pedrito, getting the install after the fuzzy gets blocked. Insert using that FD to try to get some distance back from this ABBA. Despite that, where the force uninstall comes out, Pedrito still getting a combo.
And it's exactly what we're looking for. We're able to actually, that hop kick didn't wall break, so we're able to get that 5K to wall stick, get that refresh on the JR gauge. So now Insert's got to contend with, as you were talking about, that gorilla in the cage. Okay, one more clean hit will do it. We go for that door super. Insert's already jumping, so we're not as plus, but we're able to clip. I think that was clipping the landing, maybe. Or maybe it was just chip damage. It was probably chip damage.
Could have been chip damage. I think, what was it, Rekka? I couldn't even really tell. It was so fast there at the end.
Was that chip damage? Yeah, we ran out of meter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, damn, so that was just the checkmate then. Shouts to Pedrito. Pedrito, like, on a, you know, like, that's one of those situations, you know, you guys ever play chess online with the simulators, and it's like, oh, you have a 90% chance at winning it from this point on. Pedrito with 50 tension there, like, you know, 100% chance of winning. Checkmate. Just needed the door super with that Rekka follow-up after. Great stuff. Spending the burst here because Insert having a great start here on this May.
Indeed, indeed. And I mean, Pedrito scoring a nice counter hit. Your counter hit after counter hit. But Insert also with a strong start, getting that counter hit Dolphin. Life totals are about even. Unfortunately for Pedrito, that forced uninstall letting us block that mix, but we are getting wall broken here. Insert spending that wild assault for us, so half burst, but I mean, we are at Pedrito with no more. How you gotta slowly try to build that back up, but we're not gonna be able to. We have 50 tension, so this should close out the round.
Ooh, it's that behind the back close slash again. I wonder if Insert is actually like intentionally routing it that way, or if it's just like a weird thing where sometimes they go behind you. It seems like it's not mattering, right? Like we're still keeping the combo going regardless, intentional or not. Good burst here. Pedrito, oh my god, Pedrito with that. That was a brave 2K to get out of that sequence for a second, but Insert still on top.
Gonna get, almost gonna say gonna get another wall break, but we choose just to keep the corner. maybe a little bit of a mistake here. Pedrito starting to fight our way out. Goes for that hop kick Oki, but doesn't find it. Gonna just go for that. Go for the, oh, tried to go for the throw to pause the timer, but unfortunately Insert was ready for it, but go for the throw again anyway. It does not matter. Trying to build up a little bit of that Morha. Not gonna find it though. It's gonna be Insert tying up the set.
Nice stuff, man. Insert still playing so awesome. And here's the thing about Insert, you know, I don't mean to glaze my man too much, but you know, you called it out earlier, Medikit, that every set Insert has won, or been in, or just won, gone to game 5. So you definitely need a lot of stamina on the side of this May. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's 11 EST out here. You know, definitely one of our later Jeekly brackets. I think we may still finish before midnight. So yeah, you definitely need a lot of stamina out here, guys. And so both players at this point showing everything they got. Do they have anything left in the tank? Insert looking pretty good here, getting that wall break.
We'll have to see. You're talking about bracket stamina as well. Keep in mind, this is only losers semis. The winner of this still has to fight through losers finals and then meet Jack in grands for a chance at that Jeekly 78 title. So, I mean, you have to have immaculate stamina to be able to make it through.
Bro, you got to at least get the stage 5 in the Fitness Grand Pacer test if you're going to be winning in the Jeekly 78. But reminder, top 4, bottom right, you see that? See that prize pool bottom left? Those players already getting paid. Just trying to get some more of it. Insert, not only you're going to get paid out in your first ever Jeekly top 8, can you get more than that? Pedrito getting a hard knockdown here. We're looking good on this May.
Yeah, we're seeing Insert just try to stall out that timer, just wait a bit, trying to bait out maybe that reversal. But again, we've seen this exact situation before where Pedrito was able to block that mix just due to that forced uninstall, but Insert ain't no thing, just hitting that tap dust, and it's going to be Insert up 2-1.
Insert
Hold on,
here.
I actually have to...
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Medikit.
Oh, I was like, I'm just looking at the prediction. It's actually fairly even, 56-44.
Is it really? That's sick. Awesome.
Yeah, 56 Insert, 44 Pedrito, and one person's would have... So it's like 3-1, right?
I mean, if you were honestly asking me before the set started, I don't know if I could tell you either one, or at least I couldn't tell you confidently. I'd probably be guessing either way. Because these are both very strong players, but, I mean, they both have what it takes to come out on top against the best of the best. I mean, that's why they're this far in the bracket, so.
Indeed, indeed. And I mean, I'm taking notes. I'm seeing what I can steal right now.
Medikit out here getting that free VOD review, right? That free match review, that match analysis. That's always fun, spectating and commentating a match, and it's like, oh shit, it's Suicune, it's a Leo player, oh it's Digblade, it's a Bridget player, I get to learn something, right? But dude, Insert, we gotta talk about the players on the screen. We gotta talk about Insert about to get set point here, or rather is on set point against Pedrito. An amazing ABBA. Been slaying out the best to make it this far in the bracket, and Insert is about to put them to bed.
I mean, it is about that time, 11:16 p.m. Pedrito trying to win some more money before going to sleep, but that burst bait is not gonna spell, you know, anything good for us. We do have the meter to go for that super wall break, and that's not gonna kill just yet. But I mean, Pixel Life, you got no Morha to speak of. You do have 100 tension, you do find the throw. Yeah, okay, I like that option, just going for that good ol' route just to secure that wall break. But I mean, unfortunately for Pedrito, Insert does have that 50 tension, does have that burst. So I mean, yeah, just send the 3k because you can just 3k RC. I got is a prediction. Regardless, welcome everybody to losers finals of the Jeekly 78. We got Insert coming off of a nail-biter of a set against Pedrito Kai, taking it in a very clean fashion, fighting Scissors, who is putting in a ton of work against Jack, who's currently sitting in grand finals. The winner of this will of course have to meet Jack in that grand finals position to have a chance to take this tonight's title and secure more of that $258.78 prize pool. Regardless, Insert pumping up an amazing showing so far, but I mean, Scissors trying to make something work, but unfortunately unable to thread the needle. That's going to be Insert taking that first round.
Strong stuff here. Insert definitely feeling hot and warm here with a lot of matches played back to back to back. But you still got a few more to go if you're going to get up into that lion's share of the pot. Insert here with a deep charged 6H. Scissors recognizing that was ready with our burst. Tried to go for the throw. Unfortunately, couldn't RC in time to keep it safe. And Insert trying to mix you up here a bit. But Scissors with some good blocks and some active defense with that 6P. Insert with a nice throw.
Yeah, gonna be able to get that wall break, get that Yamada-san coming out, and it should be enough damage, I want to say. Yeah, it's a May, of course it is. That's gonna be able to secure the first game for Insert.
Yamada-san, Gambate. Scary Layer, I just love watching May. I just love it. I just love watching May so much.
Duel 1.
Insert, my Nature Valley granola bars are on the line, please. You didn't bet the Nutrigrain, you only bet the Nature Valley.
I do love that. So Dolomite called me out a fact out here saying no one else voted Lamau. So no one, so in the vote between Insert and Scissors, Dolomite bet 5.8 thousand on Insert. So if Insert loses here, Dolomite loses 5.8 thousand for nothing. It gets burned into the ether.
So the funniest part about this is you said it is today, like talking like, you know, there's a lot on the line. It didn't even vote.
It's all on the
There is
line,
no
man.
votes.
Dude, shoutouts to shoutouts to the granola bars callback, the Nature Valley granola bar callback. It's actually kind of crazy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Larry. By the way, I was making funny voices. But Scissors out here trying to stagger out with 5K and stagger out with these spins quite a bit as well, man. Insert here, flicking that FD, air dashing out of the corner, keeping Scissors, in fact, with our back to the wall, using that burst to ensure that. But PRC only keeps you safe from that koi. Scissors finding a lot of good spots to spin at.
And we also find the nice spot to hit that tap dust as well, get that wall break. We have 50 tension to play with. Decides not to spend it, probably wouldn't. I don't believe that would have killed anyway. It would have done a little bit of guts crushing, but regardless, 2P into Fujin, gonna be able to what seals the deal and ties up the set.
Medicate, I'm literally silent over here thinking, you know how like top players will like stream their runs?
Duel 1.
Yeah.
How come you remember what did you watch any of the 2XKO Box Jam Slam at all?
I did not.
So I'll tell you that what they did for the teams was the teams would stream together so that like, you know, the stream together feature, so it's like 5 people all streaming on one, they all share their viewers, and then so like when you went to 2XKO like category, it was like all a bunch of people all streaming 2XKO under their teams. What if when you streamed a bracket, you just stream together with everyone streaming their runs? Like, why wouldn't you offer that in hindsight? Right?
It's actually a good idea. I feel like it's a good idea.
Yeah, like why wouldn't everyone just want to share the viewers?
But like, what would the logistics of that be?
The logistics of that is like you literally just invite them on Twitch to a stream together, they click OK, and that's it. And then it just adds the viewers together.
That's real. Chat, what do you think about that?
Yeah, is that a good idea, guys? Put a pin in that. And if you're a TO and you beat me to it, that's fine. I'll be watching you from afar to see what you do wrong. I'll be learning from your mistakes.
Your mistakes specifically, if you're a TO in chat, we'll be learning from you like exclusively.
Shout out, I love we're talking about this, but Boo Boo said they should add counterplay to Anji next patch. All right. No way we got this far and we're hating. By the way, guys, something I wanted to call out about this match is that it's a run back medikit. Remember, winner's side of top 8.
This is one of the 3-2s.
This was one of Insert's many 3-2s.
You know, Scissors took that. It was a nail biter of a set, but I mean, Looking to go very similarly here.
Oh my
god.
god.
That super actually clipped a bit.
Yeah, I think Scissors actually wanted to go for an air throw in the first place. You may be able to see it in the replay, but got JD on accident? Or maybe was picking JD for an air-to-air. But Scissors still able to take it out with that clip super. That was definitely a weird situation for both players at the end.
Yeah, it was. You could tell it was like Spaghetti was on the floor. It was definitely very scrambly.
Dude, when's the last time you, like, dropped a whole-ass egg? You know what I mean?
Where did this come from? Did you drop
You said scrambly, and I was thinking of eggs.
Oh.
So when's the last time you dropped, like, a whole-ass egg? Like, that shit just plop, and it's, like, sploot, like, all over the counter, all over your floor. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, I think minimum, like, 4 years ago. Minimum.
Dude, this... Oh, unfortunately couldn't get that JD link after the wall bounce after. Scissors with some cheap 6H pressure, though. Or 2H, excuse me. To keep that... Or to keep those frames going. Of course, I think they changed it just last patch to function that way. Nice counter hit, dude. Insert. Every time you get hit by Insert's 5H, my man gonna make you feel bad after.
Deflect shield, unfortunately not accomplishing too much from Scissors here, as Insert is able to just do a quick little dolphin split and get right back into the action. One more clean, one more stray hit will honestly do it. Even like maybe a 5P like that. It's gonna be Insert on the verge of taking us to game 5.
I love Scary Larry in the chat saying, Insert takes us to Grands and sweeps Jack. Why didn't you vote? I would have loved to see that and then said voted for Scissors or something. And then shouts to Dolomite saying, Insert please, as the sole voter of 6,000 points to Insert. But Scissors right now bringing us back to set point with a perfect round.
Yeah, and we were talking about bracket stamina. I wonder if Insert just has enough left in the tank. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see, because I mean right now Scissors kind of just putting the screws to Insert back against the wall. Insert fighting our way back to the other corner now. Burst and get burst on that 6H, deny that super, but we're right back into that rough situation. We're doing that parry though, Jake.
Ooh.
Yeah, there it is. But it's plus. Yeah, we dodged that command grab. Ooh. Just a couple more clean hits will take it, but Insert with a quick little run through, able to secure the game with a nice little route, and we are back on another game 5. These two are game 10 in just this bracket.
Man, that is crazy. You know, this is like full circle. It was hopeful, romantic. Excuse me. Every time my mic has been muted and you guys are like, Jeek, your mic is muted, you avoided me doing that 40 times. Shoutouts to Hopeful Romantic, and it is today with our first game 10, right? They start off with our first game 10 of today. We've been having game 5s all day today. We get another game 10, bro. It's awesome stuff, man. This Jeekly's been low-key fire. This has been one of our coolest ones in a long time. Big shouts to everybody contributing to that prize pool, everyone entering. But it's not over yet, bro. After this one, we got grand finals after. We got to see who's going to it. We're both want it so bad. PRC to keep that throw safe. Scissors stalling in the air, but Insert getting that hit.
It's not going to be enough. Scissors has a chance to take this round back, but going to get clipped by that far slash. And speaking of everything not being over just yet, I'm still seeing, I know there's some codes left. You better go start claiming them. We're losing time. Insert starting us off strong. Again, that's that May damage. Get that gut start to kick in. Okay, we actually hit the gold burst. That Nagi Head does clip as well, so it could start looking all Scissors here.
Nice stuff here from Scissors, man. I love these players are going for the throws in the corner because obviously if it hits, you get rewarded a lot. But the PRC has been keeping the whiff safe. YRC to push back this May a bit. Insert only needs one more hit to close it out. Oh my God, was about to run up and get a deep throw there. The burst puts this Anji back in the corner, but the spin keeps them safe.
Okay, we do find that hit. We spend the YRC. We're back to neutral. Okay. Okay, back against the wall. We cannot give up any more space. We do have that Wild Assault building back up. We do have that burst back up, so we spend another gold burst. But end up getting hit. Okay, we spend the gold burst yet again, but the back throw insert just sends it, and that is a reversal of fortune. That is the tail reversed yet again. Insert taking the set 3-2 over scissors to get into grand finals. Again, I believe his first Jeekly top 8.
Here in grand finals, guys, we got Jack up against Insert. We've been saying it all night tonight. Insert's first ever Jeekly top 8 on the May, and you're in grand finals. But again, I'm not surprised. Multiple time TNS top 8er, big threat here on the May here, at least here in NA in this online scene. Jack, of course, though. I mean, if you guys watch any competitive Guilty Gear Strive, you know about Jack. Look at that K combo here that keeps bouncing around Insert, sending him through, keeping that curse applied, and then cashing out with that Deus Ex money. Shoutouts to Dank. Shoutouts to Jack getting that hard knockdown.
And one more clean hit will just end it all, and there it is. Jack is starting us off in a very dominant fashion. You're talking about that Deus Ex money. We're here to try to get some money. We're playing for that lion's share of the prize pool. Again, $259.25, courtesy of all you wonderful people.
Yeah, awesome stuff, guys. And I did annoy Jack and was like, hey, by the way, before the next match, can you get your chat to claim these codes? So if you're claiming codes and you're from Jack's chat, thank you so much, and shouts to Jack for helping out with that too. I mean, Jack definitely wants as many of those codes claimed as possible. My man consistently gets up in those prize pools at number 1 of all places, and looking pretty good to try to do so again. Getting this first game here against Insert, saying, yeah, the commentator's glazing you all day, homie. You've been having fun getting your game 5s, but you got to remember who I am. Great stuff so far.
Indeed, indeed. You see a little bit of that 5K just catching. I believe it was a little bit of extended hurt box, but getting into this game 2 of a grand finals, let's look at the prediction. Okay, 64-36 for there to be a reset. The chat seems to not overwhelming, just, a little bit, think we're gonna see a reset here. Believe in Insert.
Oh man. Oh man, okay, this is a go next sort of round. Insert, unfortunately, whipping that throw, whipping that 5K, getting that burst baited, and honestly, dude, that shit just happens. Some rounds of Strive are just like that, bro. Jack, however, still getting sent through this wall. Insert, despite that, dude. Okay, you know what? I'm sitting there. I'm saying go next. Insert. Locked in. Insert locked the fuck in, bro. Oh my god. Okay, we got the burst, bro. We may get the round with this under tension.
Okay, Jack went for that air block, but the OTG 5H is gonna seal the deal. Jeek was talking about, GG's go next. GG's go next for Jack into the next round. Just a little bit of a premonition.
Yeah, call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
But not
for me.
See, the joke here is that Insert doesn't have a gun. Like, the May does not have a gun, unlike Happy Chaos.
Oh, that's actually, yeah, you actually would have to know the video at that point. And we are talking to 10-year-olds out here. We are Zoomers out here. We're Strive players, bro. We're not, okay, we're not 10. Excuse me. That was a bit of an over-exaggeration. I'm saying we're young, so we don't know the joke is all I'm trying to say. Great stuff there, Jack, getting a perfect despite us trying to do our trying to flesh out our comedy routines out here. Jack still taking it serious for this massive prize pool at the Jeekly 78, bro.
Just going for that stagger, Jack going for that backdash risk slowly. Okay, it's going down a bit now, but I mean, still, that's May. Any counter hit's gonna mean doom, but that's only if Insert gets a chance to play.
I gotta call this out for the record. Dolomite, remember, was the actually, well, hold on, look at this BRC combo that Insert is walking Jack down the corner with, catches us with that stagger pressure. Jack has this burst. The next hit won't kill unless it's a throw. Oh my god, Insert with the amazing pressure. I'm so glad I didn't go into that story there at the end, and that I realized that Insert was about to win the round. That was actually crazy.
Hold on. Dolomite say insert the goat, but I know when to
Yeah,
call.
okay, thank you. Yes, that's what I was gonna call out. So Dolomite was the only person who voted for insert last round, right? It was praying that insert won, and then this one voted against him. Voted against him and was like, I know it like I see it. I'm sorry, y'all.
From where you're sitting, it must look like a 7-carat run of bad luck.
I mean, with that being said, though, insert already. I mean, dude, many people have gotten to grand finals with Jack before and have gotten 6-0'd in rounds, right? Many people. Some of the best players you've seen online. Players you could never touch still get 6-0'd by Jack. Insert's already got a game, and we still got more to go.
If you can get a game, you can get a set. We'll have to see if insert is able to keep up that level of play. As we just, okay, nice YRC out, but yep, that 2P is just gonna catch us running up. That's another perfect on the side of Jack. You have to wonder, I mean, are these perfects getting to insert at all? We'll have to see like, if like the mental just hold up.
Bro, at this point, you know, what, just footsies, nooch. Dude, with Guilty Gear Strive, bro, when people start pausing on the screen, I'm like, please, Daisuke, spare us. Excuse me. Good stuff. Good throws here from Jack. Oh, and the taco kick to steal the corner, and then the same side to follow up. I mean, I'm just going to keep it a buck, man. You just got your shit mixed. Jack was doing some nasty stuff there at the very end with that Happy Chaos, showing you why we're a 20-time plus winner here at the Jeekly. And we're trying to get another one under our belt, unless insert has some more to say about that.
We'll have to see indeed, and that was, again, just, I feel like insert's winning off of being able to call out Jack, really have time to kind of develop that game plan. Well, Jack is just mix, and it's ended up working out wonderfully so far.
Oh, try to go for that 6K after, but Jack with a really well-timed up back. Insert spends that burst. Doesn't want to get combo too bad. And honestly, you kind of have to spend that burst, especially at times where HC is low on resources and threatening that wall break. But insert, unfortunately, getting wild assaulted and then rolled through here. Jack with no focus, but still keeping that pressure up.
Yeah, that APM is so high. I mean, you still just doesn't look like there was a good spot for insert to press.
I mean, you're not going to be able to press from 6 feet under. At least you got a little bit, you got some more pressing to do, at least in this round. You got a little bit of HP left, but not for long. Jack threatening tournament point. Closing out that last round. Insert with an amazing top 8 and Jeekly 78 run so far. Are we going down here?
It looks like we might be getting sent through that wall. That positive bonus is going to start stacking up, but I mean, never count anybody out. We have seen this time and time again. One more chance. Okay, we do find the burst. The problem is Jack still has 4 bullets. We have the ammo to make it count, especially given the fact that we're going to get that wall break, getting a little bit of that focus back in that day 6 mark. That burst is going to be given a bit back, which is mainly, I think, only going to be really important depending on if we like need a wild assault. But that roll is going to do it, and Jack is your Jeekly number 78 champion.
That was the Jeekly 78. Thank you so much for everyone who supported tonight and hung out. It was a blast. We'll see you at the next one. We'll see you Sunday for some 2XKO, and we'll see you December 13th for our beginner bracket. Outside of that, peace out, y'all.